Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to another live stream on this channel, JJ Prime Reviews. And we have recently gotten more Transformers reveals and more leaks. And poor Nanomat just said that he farted. Well, thank you for that laugh, Nanomat. I really needed that. But anyway, so we've gotten some more Transformers reveals, more leaks, more news, and more everything. And and we all know that tomorrow is the Transformers Tuesday, where the Hasbro fan stream is going to be revealing new Studio Series figures. There will be a PulseCon exclusive, and probably Straxus will be revealed as well. So they'll basically reveal all the pipeline stuff just in figure form, and we'll see what they look like. And I really hope 86 Bumblebee looks as cartoon accurate as possible. I really hope. But it's exciting because this is one of the rare moments that we see Hasbro reveal all of the Studio Series Wave 25 figures in a stream without having anyone else to leak anything. But I'm pretty sure the leaks are just gonna happen regardless tomorrow, just hours, like minutes before the stream starts. But I really hope they don't leak anything. Please, leakers, calm down. I know you're excited to leak all these new figures, but just don't leak all of them. We fans want to be surprised. We fans want to be shocked. Okay, don't leak anything. Just don't just stop. Just stop. But so yeah, a lot of interesting things to talk about here. A lot. A lot. Last week, I did talk about the new Transformers One toys that have been revealed recently. The Quintesson High Commander. Hey, that's the most interesting figure, and I'm definitely gonna pick that one up because I think that's the only one I want. Basically, I don't know if I want the Alpha Trion from Transformers One. I'm not sure if I really want that figure. I think I'll just wait for the Studio Series version to come out. That's probably gonna be happening. Transformers One is a movie, theatrical movie, put into Studio Series like that deluxe class Optimus Prime. So it looks good, by the way. But yeah, I think we will just go right on to the first look of the Legacy United Star Raiders Leader Class Thundertron with Calcitron and Night Strike. What kind of a name is Calcitron? I have no idea. But so yes, we got our first look at the Leader Class Thundertron. We had no idea how this was going to be done, but now we know it's just the regular Forge Class Thundertron packed with two more figures, with the Deluxe and technically a Micromaster. I don't know. So the Voyager Class Thundertron here is just basically a repaint, slight retool of the previous Thundertron that we just got. The main line Thundertron from the mainstream figures, and this time he's gonna have a hook hand and a more toy accurate head sculpt. So he has the OG Transformers Prime toy head sculpt. And for those of you who want to get a Thundertron that has the original toy head sculpt, this is the Thundertron for you, man. I mean, this is literally accurate to the original Transformers Prime toy head sculpt. No sense about it. And then he has another, comes with a deluxe class rock figure named Calcitron. So it's using the Magnus mold. It's in blue now, and it's only a partial retool because the only thing that has changed is the head sculpt. That is it. It's only a head retool, but the head sculpt looks cool. I like the head sculpt. And then it comes with a a Micromaster which turns from a bat and into a cassette. And this is interesting because this guy's name is Night Strike. And where else have we heard the name Night Strike? Night Strike was in RID 2015, and he was a bat. Yeah, he was a bat. So yeah, this is another RID 2015 character, but unfortunately, Night Strike has been demoted into a cassette minion, and yeah. And recently, I just found out that you can actually peg the bat cassette mold onto Thundertron's shoulder, so that's cool. That's cool. So, but that is the leader class. Thundertron is a 3-pack, so it's a leader class set. It's a 3-pack set. So there we go, and that is pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That's the first look. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, a 2015 RID character now in cassette form. So yeah, if you want more pirates, yeah, there you go. But I think that that is the first rock figure that is labeled as some kind of part of a faction. As the Calcitron is like that's the first Infernac dude that is labeled as part of a faction. None of the others are Autobots or Decepticons. This is the first one that's a Star Seeker. So, yeah. But what else do we? Oh, we have more images from the Transformers Reactivate game. So we got the main roster going on here. So we got the Autobots: Bumblebee, Prime, Ratchet, Ironhide, Windblade, Powerglide, Hot Rod, and Sunstreaker. And the others are Grimlock, RC, Cliffjumper, Elita 1, and Lifeline. We haven't seen any of those designs yet, but I'm definitely hyped to see what this game is about. And then on the Decepticon side, we got Starscream, who is voiced by Steve Bloom. So yay! We got Slipstream, Shockwave, Knockout, Soundwave by John Bailey, and then Megatron. I don't know if he's going to be voiced by Frank Welker. Apparently, they said that Prime is going to be voiced by John Bailey. I hope not. Please put Peter Cullen on the mic. Please just put him just put him behind the mic once again, please. And then Bumblebee, voiced by Robbie Damon. Okay, sure. Then Ironhide, voiced by Jameson Price. I've never heard of Jameson Price. Yeah. So there we got the Autobot Ironhide design, who looks awesome, and that looks like an awesome design. I really dig this. I really dig the design here. And then the alt mode for Ironhide looks cool, and I really hope we get a Studio Series version of this design. Then we got the Powerglide, who looks like he belongs in the movies. So he looks like he has a movie design. So yeah, we got the jet mode Powerglide. I think that looks legit. That looks like a jet from a video game, so that looks cool. And yeah, very excited for this game. And there we have the original model for a Reactivate Knockout, he literally looks like the Transformers Prime version. So I do quite like that. But I hope we get the trailer to the game soon, please. Hey, what's up, Figment? What's up, Figment? Hey, Figment, what is your schedule for today? If you're not doing anything else today, if you wanna hop in and discuss on the news, on the reveals and everything with moi, if you wanna hop in, I can send you the link on Instagram. Oh well, if you're free today, if you're okay with joining in, because I don't think I've ever had you join before. Have I had you join before, Figment? I think I have a few times, long time ago, I think. Well, I'm currently working on some coding homework, so I don't think it'll work out tonight. but I appreciate the invite. Okay, no worries, Figment. No worries. No worries. Hope you do well in your homework. So, and what else do we have here? We got some third-party figures. Yeah. We got in-hand images of the Studio Series Japan exclusive SS-EX Bumblebee yellow clear version. So if you want a translucent version of this Dark Moon Bumblebee core class figure, it's there. And apparently there's going to be like a third-party version of a G1 articulated Grimlock by Bingo Toys. And yeah, because they figured, you know what, Takara is going to take a long time to produce this missing link line because it's going to take years for them to make all of the G1 toys articulated. So they're probably going to help Takara out and do a Grimlock. So yeah, so we got a Grimlock. And you look at him straight and he looks like, oh, it's just a pure G1 toy. But you look at the elbows, they can bend. And then he can pose. He can pose. What? That is a cool G1 articulated Grimlock right there. Anyways, how have you been, JJ? I've been good, Figman. And hey, Marvelous Prime. Hope you're doing good, Marvelous Prime. I've been good, Figman. It's been a tough week so far, but getting better, getting there. So, they should do a missing link Grimlock. But considering that you have this from Bingo Toys, it's gonna be the same thing. So, but it looks cool. Looks cool. I don't know how much it costs. Does that look very 3D printed? I don't know. It looks 3D printed to me. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but it looks 3D printed for the legs. I don't know. But that's cool that Bingo Toys is doing their own articulated G1 Grimlock. That's pretty cool. Got the red eyes going on. I love that. So that's pretty cool. Missing Link Perceptor would be pretty cool too. Oh yes, that would be pretty cool. I would love to see that. And what else? What else to talk about here? I think that is it. That is it. That is all the news. We'll go back to the third party stuff here. So we go back to Doctor Wu X Mechanic Toy MS-35 Ellie. That's how you pronounce the name, I guess. It's a legend scaled Alita 1 color prototype. So if you are looking for a legend scaled Alita 1 who is a repaint retool of an RC from Magic Square, this is the figure for you. And she looks pretty good. She has a backpack, but again, she's using the RC mold. So what more could you want? They got the head, the helmet there, just blatantly obvious there. So that's pretty cool. And nice paintwork. I do like the paintwork. Her name is Allie, and she comes with the sword here. And this sword looks familiar. Where have I seen this sword before? This sword has. Wait a minute. This sword is very similar to my Beast Hunters Ultimate Class Optimus Prime. It's very similar. And I believe they use this sword as part of a set, of a 3-figure set, comprising of Windblade, I think RC also, I think Chromia was there. So yeah, I think this blade was also used for that. So that's cool that they include this blade right here because it's a big cleaver with teeth. So yeah, but yeah, it looks good. I don't know if I'll pick this one up because I'm not really a third-party collector. So then we have a gray prototype of the Doctor Wu X Mechanic Toy MS-37 Giant Axe, which is a legend scaled broadside. And when you think about it, he's not really that legend scaled because he is bigger than that Prime. So he's way bigger. So we got a robot mode there. Looks good. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looks very nice and clean. The jet mode. I don't know. The jet mode is definitely the weakest mode of the 3 modes so far. But the carrier mode, the what's it called? The craft carrier, yeah, ship carrier. The ship mode. Well, ship mode. Let's call it ship mode or air carrier. I'm not sure. I don't know what the proper name is. So the carrier mode. It looks good. It's just a big plank. So that's all there is to it. So yeah. JJ, if you don't know, John Bailey also voiced Optimus Prime in the Prime Wars trilogy series. First chapter, Combiner Wars. After that, Peter Cullen came and voiced Prime for the remainder of the trilogy. Yes, yes, I am. I am aware that John Bailey did voice Optimus Prime in Combiner Wars. Not horrible. It's not horrible voice acting. I do like his voice as Prime. But you know, Peter Cullen is the man. So yeah. Um, So yeah, that's basically all the news so far. That's not a whole lot. Probably go live on Wednesday morning to talk about the fan stream reveals and everything. But that is pretty much it there. So that's pretty much it there. There's not much to talk about. I thought there would be more reveals, more leaks, and more news. So I don't know, but I thought so. I thought so. Let me see if I can actually invite my buddy Acer Reviews if he's not doing anything else. So, okay. Let me see if I can invite someone in here. Let's see if I can invite. I'm not sure if you know who Firebite is. Firebite is another good friend of mine on Discord. I do watch. I have watched his reviews before, like a long time ago. So he's a good reviewer. He's a good reviewer. Um, yeah, he's a really good reviewer. He I think nowadays he's taking time to film things, write the scripts, and just to yeah, Fire by 27. Yes, yes, Master Par. You know who Fire by 27 is. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine, and he's a really good guy. He's a really good dude. He's a chill dude. He sent me a clip of a stop motion clip of Black Arachnia and Silverbolt. So um, so yeah, I knew him when I still did videos. Yeah, he's a chill dude. You know, he's a pretty chill dude. Let me see if I'm not sure if Briximus is free or not. I'm not entirely sure. Um, the Briximus. Where is he? Where is he? I can't even. Briximus. Briximus. I'm so hyped for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Transformers Tuesday. It's just gonna be awesome because more Studio Series reveals, meaning that I have to quickly finish off Studio Series with 23 and with 24. So you ever hear of Chris McFeely? Yes, I've heard of Chris McFeely. He's doing the basics on Transformers. Um, quite an awesome content creator, quite an awesome Transformers YouTuber, just telling us the history of each character. I think the recent one he did was Chromia. Yeah, the recent one he did was Chromia, and yeah, it's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. But yes. But anyway, yeah, he just did the basics in Chromium. Yep. I am subscribed to the channel. His videos are quite awesome, quite amazing, quite well done. Let's see. Let me see. Get my boy TFA in here. Holy. It's been a long time since I've gotten TFan page in here, so. But there we go. What about the other Transformers 1 mainline toys revealed? I did go over them very swiftly last week. um, but perhaps I can go over it again, just to remind myself on what we've got. So, yeah. Where we go? There we go. So what have we got here from Transformers 1? I know I've gotten through quite a bit last week, but I don't think I've ever gone through each and every one of them in full detail. So I'm going to go in full detail this time around. So we got this Transformers 1 Energon Glow Bumblebee, or B127 as he calls himself. It's a pretty interesting figure. Very interesting figure, very interesting design. It's definitely a kid's figure. It's definitely a kid's toy. Yeah, it's definitely a kid's toy. He has skinny arms. He's got a lot of clear plastic being used, for the LEDs and everything. And I do like the chest design. The shoulders are okay. The head design is fine. He looks young and happy. So the legs are definitely poor because they're very flat. These flat panels. The car mode looks cool though. I do like the car mode. Car mode looks cool. He's got the Stinger weapon. Oh yeah, it's a nice, Energon Glow Bumblebee. Yeah, it's a nice kid's toy, a Bumblebee. He has the cannon going on here. What do we have here? We have this Energon Matrix Optimus Prime. So it says he has 2 modes. So you can become Orion Pax, or you can make him Optimus Prime. So you got an option there. I think you meant to rotate the head to make it Orion Pax. I'm not sure. This is the first non-transformable Optimus Prime from Transformers 1, so this won't be able to transform. But it says it still has 2 modes. The 2 modes is just the Orion Pax mode and the Optimus Prime mode, and that's pretty much it. But this is the one that I've been excited for. This is the Transformers 1, I believe it's Warrior Class. This is the Warrior Class Quintesson High Commander. Man, this design looks pretty cool. I really dig this design of this figure right here. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think this is the figure that I really want from this line. The only figure I want from this line is this Quintesson High Commander, because I didn't think that they would do this design. I didn't think that they would do it. No. I didn't think that they would do it, man. But that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. I really dig that. I really dig that. That looks cool. That looks too cool. And surprisingly, he transforms as well. He transforms into a Cybertronian spaceship that is very evocative of the spaceships that we saw in the trailer itself. So that's cool. So if we get a Studio Series version of this, holy moly, that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be very, very crazy. So yeah, it comes with the Energon Cube. That is how it's packaged. And there we go. The front of the box, you can see the front of the box. It comes with, it is basically the ship from the trailer. So that's cool. Um, so yeah, this is the one figure that I really want. This is the one figure I really want. I'm glad that they confirmed it as the Quintesson High Commander. I'm actually really glad that they actually confirmed it in the toys. So yeah, so now we know that the Quintessons are part of the movie, and that is pretty cool. We got the tentacles going on, so I do quite like this figure. I'm very much excited to get this figure as a placeholder for a potential Studio Series version if there is one. So maybe it'll take 3 years to make a Studio Series version of this design. So, but for now, I'm just gonna pick this one up and have it as a placeholder for the Studio Series version. But that looks cool. That looks too cool. I like that. Then we have a Race and Blast 2-pack of a Megatron and a Whirlwing. How I know the names? It's on the box. It's on the package. So we got Megatron slash D16 and Decepticon Whirlwing. And if it looks familiar, and it should, it's because this is retooled from the Transformers RID 2015 Minicon Deployer Overload. And the Whirlwing is basically a Cyclone repaint of the of Decepticon Hammer from RID 2015. So yeah, RID 2015 molds coming back to the toy lines. I didn't think that that would happen. I didn't think that that would happen. But hey, it happened. I That's cool. That's interesting. You know, they retooled the head, they retooled the chest and everything. So yeah, yeah. I mean that's that is a that is a that's interesting that they're using a RID 2015 mold. So oh yeah, they also retooled the cannon and the shins for the legs. Um, yeah, interesting here. They're using RID 2015 molds for this line. Never think that they would do that, but hey. Then we have this. We got the ultimate Energon Optimus Prime or Orion Pax. The robot mode actually looks pretty cool. I do like the design of the robot mode. That looks pretty neat. He has ankle tilts. Yeah, he has knee joints, I believe. Yeah, he has knee joints. He's pretty articulated. He looks like a fun toy to mess with, although he has a lot of gappiness. He has a lot of hollowness. But as a kid's toy, what more could you want? Now we have the truck mode, the Cybertronian truck mode, and that is definitely a weak alt mode. It's just the torso of the robot, which looks very weird. It looks very, very, very weird, but okay, okay, sure, sure. Here, yeah, he comes with an axe going on here. He comes with a matrix also, which is pretty cool. So we're getting more matrices with these Optimus Prime figures from Transformers One. I think that is pretty cool. I do quite like that. So yeah, comes packaged like this, open package. And then we have this Transformers One Race Changers 2-pack, and they're using bot shots. they're using bot shots, man. What? They're using bot shots. How? What? When? Whoa. Bot shots are making their return? What? Dude, that's cool. Surprisingly, I actually have a Bot Shots Prime. I don't know if I actually want this just to have a Bot Shots Megatron, but I have always gone by the rule of okay, if I have a Prime, it must have a Megatron, and my Bot Shots Prime is kind of alone. So, um, so I don't know if I actually want this just to have a Megatron for a Bot Shots collection, but that's pretty cool. Bot Shots is making their return, so hmm. Okay. Okay. Then we have this. We have this one step 3-pack. So we got the Racing Warriors, comprising of Optimus Prime, basically, and Megatron. And then a surprising Mirage. What? A Mirage for Transformers 1? Oh. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting that they're doing a Mirage for this line here. And it's using another RID 2015 mold. It's a retool, repaint of the RID 2015 one-step changer Blur, as you can see on the front of the box. That is the Mirage design, and it kind of looks like Blur from RID 2015. It kind of looks like him. Kind of does. It kind of looks like him. So many leaks. Yes, I know. So many leaks. Let me put in the. Let me put in the StreamYard link so that Republic Cinema can actually join in. um, okay, but yeah, that is pretty cool that Mirage is getting a new toy in Transformers One. So, but that is the full detail of the Transformers One toys. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. Had to go through these again because I didn't really go in full detail of each one. I didn't really go in full detail. But now I've gotten full detail. I can just sit back and relax, and now we can just come up with our own speculations. Hey, what's up, Republic Cinema?
Hello, how's it going, JJ?
How's it going? It's going good. Yes. All right. So, what have you been up to now?
A whole lot of this and that, and predominantly nothing.
I see. I see. Yeah.
Mm. So anyhow, that Quintesson looks odd. The stinky breath guy, right?
Yep. The Quintesson High Commander.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're taking that route where they look all different. It looks like they're made out of skin rather than metal, because before they were made out of metal.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting that the toy can actually transform into a alt mode. So
Yeah, it looks like a nice jet. Almost reminds me of whatever jet Cyclone has turned into in G1.
Mhm. I did send Briximus Prime the link to to the stream, so I'm not sure if he is able to join. But if he's not, then it is just the two of us.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've seen his shorts. He's got like a buttload of shorts that are all about like action figure challenges. I gotta start doing those. Those actually look fun.
Mm. Yeah,
It's like it's like showing a figure that it's your most prized, or which one is your favorite,
Yep.
which one you got for a good price, that all that sort of stuff.
Yep. But yeah, it's been there's a lot going on. Tomorrow is Transformers Tuesday, and
Right. Almost
yep,
forgot about that.
yep, going. We're having another fan stream tomorrow, and so far, none of those Studio Series figures have been leaked. So
Yeah, good on
can we
Hasbro.
keep it that way? Can we please keep it that way?
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
Please
I'm
keep it
most
that
excited for Skywarp because I'm looking forward to completing the Seekers from
I'm excited.
Bumblebee.
Skywarp. I'm not really that hyped on because I know what it's gonna look like. It's just gonna be a straight recolor of the Seeker mold of the Bumblebee movie.
Mm.
We already know what to expect from that mold.
We don't know what the Decepticon infantry looks like.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm very hyped to see what it looks like, and so far none of it has been leaked, and I'm surprised. I'm so shocked. It's
Yeah,
already like 13th, 13th of May in my country, and tomorrow is 14th of May, and tomorrow midnight it is the fan stream. Let's hope they don't get leaked, please.
yeah. Let's
Please.
not get leaked, shall we?
Let's just not just let's just not get any of these leaks anymore. I feel like Hasbro is actually controlling the leaks for
Hmm.
this. So
Yeah, they're doing a better job to make up from last time when Megatron got leaked, Shockwave got leaked.
yeah.
Hmm.
And then Sunstreaker got leaked, Gamer Edition Sideswipe got leaked.
Basically, everything got leaked.
Everything got leaked, you know.
Only the least popular stuff didn't get leaked because I suppose the leakers thought, it's not worth it.
You know, Hasbro didn't even reveal the core class Starscream yet. He's already like
Yeah.
GameStop or whatever. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I ordered him up. It says it's currently unavailable on Amazon, but I've had that situation before.
You know, here is the rule with any Starscream mold. Once they make a brand new Starscream mold,
They got to
know
do more
they're gonna
repaint.
do Seeker repaints after that, after a Starscream. So,
Hey, it's free real estate. I like it.
yep.
Of course, they did that with the core Starscream. They did it with the Siege mold a lot.
And the Earthrise mold, a lot.
Yeah. Could
The
you
point
imagine if?
getting way too excessive, and I'm like, okay, Hasbro, I love the Earthrise Seeker mold, but you gotta stop using it, man. Just you should have just stopped with the 6 original Seekers. Don't just man.
Yeah, and it
Gonna
got
use
to a
it
point.
again, and then they're gonna use it again for a Gamer Edition Devastation Seeker, and I'm like, no, Hasbro, stop. Just
Uh-oh.
stop. Really? Really, Hasbro, just stop using the mold. I mean, I know you love that mold, but yes, I do love the mold, but just it's getting way too excessive. Just like when you use Alpha Bravo's mold for so many helicopter robots. If you didn't know, back in Combiner Wars, Alpha Bravo was used a lot. Like the Alpha Bravo was the new aerial bot on the team, so it's
So personally, I think the Coronation Starscream's the best mold. It's like the
Yeah.
best version of that mold because of the posable fingers and all of the accessories that it comes with.
yeah.
The main issue with that product is the surplus. That is
The
mass
ever
produced.
so annoying appearance of it on shelves.
Yeah, to this day, it's still here, and it's been well over 2 years.
Yep.
I wonder if it beats Helicopter Drift.
Thankfully,
Probably
when
not.
I go visit Toys R Us in my country, I don't even see Coronation Starscream at all. Like he's there, not there. So
Oh, do they have?
it's Starscream, but you know it's. Years Rise mold is getting way too excessive. You know, it's just getting way too annoying.
Mm.
I
Hang
wish I
on,
could.
you have a Toys R Us at Malaysia?
Yeah, still working.
No fair.
Yeah, I know the U.S. doesn't have Toys R Us anymore. Well, in Macy's maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, they do have them in Macy's, but they're very lame. They barely have anything.
Mm.
The best thing I've seen in terms of Transformers when going to those little Toys R Us aisles was the Rise of the Beast Primal mask. And then
Yeah.
that was,
Mm.
you know how there would be Target exclusive 2-packs of the Siege Starscream mold,
Mm.
reuse it. They should probably do that with the Studio Series Bumblebee movie Starscream mold. I mean, they could have like one multi-pack where it's a different shade of blue, purple, and green, and then the other multi-pack being a different shade of like purple, orange, and then one of them could be the Cybertronian version of Blitzwing.
Mm.
I mean, it's just an idea, but that would be pretty cool. I'd probably get that.
Mm.
Then again, I'd run out of shelf storage for my Bumblebee collection because that Seeker mold takes up a lot of space because of the wings.
Mm.
And I think the same thing for the Siege one, but not as much. Had it not been the removal of the Rise Lifeline and Studio Series The Last Night Drift, this new wave would have had a little bit more, but primarily there's only like 3 figures: Steeljaw, Decepticon Infantry, and Skywarp.
Mm. I know we're going to get 86 Springer, 86 Bumblebee, 86 Steeljaw.
Yeah, but that's in the later waves.
No, I mean, this for Studio Series Wave 25, it's all in the same wave.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because those pipeline reviews that we saw, it's all in the same wave.
Oh, yeah. Did they? I don't remember them pipelining Springer, but I do remember them pipelining Bumblebee. I can't wait for that one. It's gonna be like my first G1 Bumblebee, and then when Commander Class G1 Optimus pops up, or 86, but it's basically the same thing. I think I'd pretty much complete the G1 version of the 2007 Autobots. Because I have G1 Jazz, I have G1 Ratchet and Ironhide, and then by the time Bumblebee and Commander Optimus comes out, then that's it.
I see. Yeah.
Wow. September is going to be the 40th anniversary of this franchise. Crazy. 40 years of Transformers.
Yep, 40 years, man. 40 years.
And we're honoring that anniversary by talking about the origin story.
I'm sorry.
You're all right.
So my boy Acer Reviews will be joining in a bit. He's just having company over right now. So yeah, he'll join a bit. And then Treebot also he'll because I haven't heard from him in a while, so I just want to add Treebot here into the stream. So
Yeah.
Gotta do a proper Monday morning live hangout,
Right.
Yeah. But
yeah, I've met Acer. I don't recall Treebot.
Treebot, I think you probably have seen him before, but it's been a long time since he's joined because he's been busy, and I want to respect his busyness. So,
right.
But apparently, he's currently shooting a review, and then if he has time after that, then he can join. So, yeah. So that's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I got lots to talk about with him, with that dude. So, as far as reviews go, but,
right.
But yeah.
So how are we feeling about that multi-pack from Revenge of the Fallen? It's supposed to be a 15th anniversary Revenge of the Fallen multi-pack.
Yeah, it's gonna include Jetfire. It's gonna include Optimus Prime. The others are unknown, but I think it's Jolt and Ratchet.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind myself another Ratchet, despite it being that mold that we've seen multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad Ratchet figure, but it definitely could be better.
Oh, that would be my 5th mold of Ratchet, or the 5th iteration of that mold.
The reason why I said it could be better because when I got the Studio Series Ratchet toy, I was kind of disappointed about how much paint he's lacking.
The first one, 04?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's very flimsy too.
It was and then as time went on, the hips got looser and looser and looser to the point where I had to put tissue into the ball sockets
I did that too.
and literally just tighten up the ball joints like that because I don't have floor polish. I don't know if I have floor polish. If I did have floor polish, I would use that to tighten up the joints, but I do not. I don't think I do. So
Right. I understand that would help the ball joint hold the leg better, but
yeah.
you really shouldn't go to that extent
Mm.
to have a little bit of enjoyability with the toy. You should have that enjoyability as soon as you get it out of the box.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as I got Ratchet out of the box, it's the hips were actually quite snug. The joints were snug, but I don't know how we got looser over time. Like what?
What?
I don't even know how. Like
For the
what?
record, I kind of called that multi-pack of Optimus and Jetfire. I remember doing like a video in 2022 about like what Hasbro should do with the 2020. I mean, not the 2020. What's wrong with me? What they should do with the Studio Series line? What figures they should add? What multi-packs of figures they should add? And one of them was a multi-pack of like Prime and Jetfire.
Mhm.
Well, looks like that's come to life.
Mhm. Yep.
Oh, I called it! I called it!
Yep. Oh, you got it. But yeah. Tomorrow I might plan to watch Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh yeah, there's a newer movie coming out, I believe.
Yeah, and I've heard it's a good movie.
Mm.
And Rotten Tomatoes said it's 82%.
Ooh.
That good. I'm like, damn, that good? Okay.
Wasn't there a Godzilla X Kong that just came out?
Yeah, there was a Godzilla X Kong that recently came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, it's still an awesome movie. I still love that movie.
From what I hear, Godzilla's cooking.
Yeah.
And like
I
there's
mean,
been
the
like
movie is
ongoing
more.
movies since 2019.
Mm,
So it was like Godzilla King of the Monsters, I think.
yeah, King of the Monsters.
Not
Yeah.
anything in 2020. But in 2021, I remember there was was it Godzilla X Kong? I
No,
think?
Godzilla versus Kong. Godzilla versus
Oh,
Kong.
versus Kong.
Yeah.
So
This new
Godzilla,
one was called Godzilla X Kong, meaning
yeah,
the
that means it like
the
joins
union
forces or
between.
something, I think.
It means the union between Godzilla and Kong.
Right. Imagine if they titled Transformers and G.I. Joe that way. I could see that happening.
Yeah. Transformers X G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Snake Eyes and Bumblebee.
Yeah. I'm pretty hyped to see what that new Transformers movie is going to be about. I know it's an idea that people are kind of reluctant about.
Yeah. Yeah, it like focuses more on the humans, and some people are going to be like, oh. Honestly, I think we should have humans in Transformers movies because like it helps capture what it would be like to see a Transformer Inhuman.
Right.
And they captured that perfectly in the first Transformers movie, but in Rise of the Beast, they kind of expected you. It's more like a, hey, how's it going sort of thing. But hey, it was funny, the introduction of Mirage to Noah Diaz. Are you like some kind of ghost or something? No, ghosts aren't real. I'm an alien. Like aliens are real.
Yeah.
That was one of the steal the show moments.
The one movie I haven't even watched is Ghostbusters.
Oh, like the newest one?
The newest one. I haven't even watched that yet.
I've seen the one before that one. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought Afterlife was quite nice. I thought it was a fun movie. I like how they managed to bring back most of the originals. It's a bit shame that Harold Ramis is gone. He's no longer with us. He's no longer alive. He's in the
Oh
heaven.
yeah, that was one of the
He
one of
was
the guys that died.
Yeah, he passed away a long time ago before the Ghostbusters reboot happened. So
Yeah, that sucks. You have to kill off the character because the actual character passed away.
yeah, the actual actor passed away. Yeah,
Yeah, actual actor. What's wrong with me?
it was a bit unfortunate, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's this
Hmm.
life. Life is not forever.
They had to do something like that with Carrie Fisher and Princess Leia. Remember?
Are you guys going to watch the Garfield movie? Okay.
If
The
I ever get
Garfield
the opportunity
movie.
to.
There is the animated Garfield movie.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I wonder how that's gonna be.
I know there's going to be Despicable Me 4 movie coming out. I know that's
Yep.
going to come out. And it looks ridiculous, but it's hilarious. It's supposed to be. Um, um,
Yeah, that new infant looks like it's gonna rival Baby Jack Jack from The Incredibles.
oh, yeah.
It's Universal's version of Baby
Yeah.
Jack Jack.
It's basically that. Yeah, I don't know what else they can do. I'm not sure. I'm literally not sure what else they can do with Despicable Me because there's a fourth one. I mean, then recently Kung Fu Panda came up with a fourth one, and
Wasn't Kung Fu Panda 4 like a little bit on the mixed reviews or something?
It was definitely a mixed film, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, the fourth installment of like a movie series
The
or
fourth
show series. It's always like, eh. Some people are like, meh. It's the same thing with Transformers, but I'm not complaining because that was Transformers 4 is what got me into Transformers in the first place.
Mhm.
And hey, Lockdown was a really good villain.
Oh yeah, Lockdown. Yeah, Lockdown was a really good villain too.
He did monologue a little bit, but hey, the lines that he carried was really good.
Wait. Okay, I sent a link to someone on Instagram. I didn't think that he would see it, but this is my good friend from the Scrapyard community. It's the Scrapyard was created by my other friend Josh, or BC, as we call him. So welcome, Flaming Bees, for the first time ever on JJ Prime Reviews.
Howdy.
Howdy, howdy, bees. How you doing?
Doing all right. Yeah, I was just on Instagram just checking notifications because I have notifications turned off because like every 5 minutes I get like some notification or something. I'm just like, shut up. So I turned it off. So I check it every now and again. I saw the link you sent, like, oh hey, look at that.
Nice meeting you, man.
Likewise. So what are we talking about?
Well, we were talking about some leaks, some first looks, some reveals. I mean,
The return of NPM Bumblebee Optimus.
I think the only new thing that was recently leaked or revealed or lack thereof, I think it was just the Legacy United, Star Raiders leader class, Thundertron with Calcitron and Night Strike. Let me share my screen here for a bit here. That's the thing that's been recently on the online now. So
It's like a 3-pack in a leader class box, I believe.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
You see, that's all I had to do. None of that fancy schmancy extra hollow gappage on the packaging. All I had to do was just throw in 3 figures in just one little package.
But
I'm honestly okay. So I never got Thundertron, like the original version of the figure, back in the day because I was just like, okay, it's some pirate dude who turns into a large cat. Okay, so whatever. Then basically, I just stick with figures of characters that appeared in whatever media that they're supposedly from. So in this case, I never got him because he never appeared in Transformers Prime. But then he got a new updated figure for the Legacy line, and I'm like, maybe once I'm in a better financial place. Once I'm in a better place financially speaking, I might pick them up. And then I see this, and I'm like, oh, I actually like that head sculpt a lot more. And I notice he has a hook for a hand, so I'm like, Hasbro, why are you making me want things?
I know, right? I know, right? Because look, people. Recently, I got the Thundertron figure, the Legacy Wave 1 Voyager class Thundertron. And then seeing this pop up with a new hook hand and using the OG toy head sculpt, I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. And then the Night Strike, which is based on an RID 2015 character of the same name. I'm tempted. I'm so tempted.
Yeah, and the fact that it's a flight-based animal or something that perches on his shoulder, it gives the whole pirate, like a pirate with a parrot on his shoulder vibe.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that actually works. And I honestly don't know what to do with the Flintstones car that he comes with, because I never really was into the rock former guys. Rock Lords, I think they were. I don't know. I just call them, hey, look, Flintstone vehicles.
I even recently tried something, because if you know about the Legacy Thundertron, on his right shoulder, there are like 2 slots on the right shoulder, and in my review for Thundertron, I was like, what are those 2 slots about? What are those about? Are they for the sword storage or something else? I'm not even sure. If people can tell me in the comments, please tell me. But I
That'd
think
be
people
grand.
comments, because they didn't even know either. But then looking at this picture, seeing the Night Strike bat mold being so close to the shoulder, and I was like, wait a minute, let me try something. Then I took my Wing Thing figure, not my Rat Bat. I took my Wing Thing, and then I basically took the 2 feet of the little bat, and I just pegged it inside those 2 slots, and it fits perfectly.
Why does it look like there's a shark with a hoodie on the left?
A shark with what? Wait, where?
It's on top of the blue guy.
This?
Yeah,
Right here?
yeah, that's it.
Right.
It looks like there's a face.
Yeah.
A shark with a hoodie.
Okay.
I had to point that out. It was distracting me.
Yeah.
But it does look like there's a face there with the hoodie on.
I can't unsee it now.
I can't unsee it now. Yeah. I can't unsee it. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at far away. Yeah, it kind of looks like an animal face with oh my goodness.
Hiding in the shadows.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. They're using the hook hand now and giving him the OG toy face.
Oh
I don't
no!
know, I like the current face better.
Oh no! Even better! Like the shark thing that we can't unsee. Nom nom.
Nom nom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
You watched Shark Puppet too?
Of course I did. The story was iconic.
Oh my gosh! Okay, hang on. I'll be right back.
There's actually a video of this guy holding a baby shark. Oh, look how cute it is! And, like, it moves its head up, and someone put the in there.
Oh man.
Well, anyways, that shadow right there is really trying to tell us something.
It's
either like, I'm hungry, I need fish,
I don't
or
know.
you.
Okay, so ever since I saw Shark Puppet, I'm like, so next time. So long story short, I went to Walmart.
That's pretty good.
I didn't get just one. I got 2.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good impression.
You.
Nice cameo on the box art.
Okay,
Thanks a lot, Legacy.
We're gonna.
I'm not a transformer.
He's a Sharkticon.
I'm gonna go through a memory road right now because um through a memory lane going down here. So I was recently in a scrapyard episode where Flaming Beast was also a part of. Um, we were ranking the primary Megazords. Which Megazord did we stop at?
We left off at the SPD Delta Megazord.
Yeah, the SPD Delta Megazord. We were supposed to go through RPM, but we didn't have enough time. Because ranking, 6 people takes a lot of time. So
Not to mention that we kept getting held up with all these jokes we were making.
but so we were ranking the primary Megazords, and the funniest joke that Bees pointed out was from the Lost Galaxy Megazord, and I could not stop laughing 2 days ago. They literally broke me because for the Lost Galaxy. Okay, let me put up a picture of the Lost Galaxy Megazord so that you understand what I'm talking about. It's just so basically the point is I was like making the joke how the Megazord is basically a walking gorilla, and then Bees just pointed out
With a straight face.
with a straight face, the gorilla is the belly button.
I was like, the gorilla forms the belly button. And then, like, he's trying to, like,
Quality marketing.
then he was like trying to get back into ranking it, but he couldn't stop laughing. He was like laughing as he's trying to say what he's trying to say, and then I had to stop.
I'm sorry, is that Perceptor's chest used as the crotch for the big guy?
Kind of looks like that.
You see?
But why is there a head right there? That is crazy. Hey, we've seen worse, all right? G1 wise. I'm not even going to get into that.
Well, I know something that I can't unsee that some other people have, and I have to share the pain. Okay, so the Beast Hunters Deluxe class bulkhead figure. That figure, on top of being ugly as sin, like his visor and the little horns on his head are made of transparent blue plastic and have light piping. So now it just looks like this really creepy, unsettling smiley face. Like, so I saw that. I'm like, what the fuck did you do, Hasbro? Oh, sorry. Sorry about okay, I don't know what rating the language is here. I was like, what the frack did you do, Hasbro? That someone took it a step further, colored in the mouth and the eyes. And I'm like, this is the stuff of nightmares.
Okay, wait. Which character is this? Beast Hunters Bulkhead.
Yes.
Right?
Beast Hunters Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Bulkhead.
Let me wait. Let me see what you're talking about. Let me see what you're talking about. Okay. All right. So I have the picture here. So
where is
the thing? Those the red dots. Okay.
No, his face, his actual face.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, his face.
Oh, I think I've seen that before.
It's just the shape and the proportions of his head that makes it look like where you would expect the eyes to actually be are the horns. And
Scraplet in my head. It does look like a Scraplet though.
It's like he wants to do naughty things to you. It's got that expression on his face.
Wow, 2 faces in one. That's crazy.
Or like even better, it's got this look on his face like, I'm going to kill you and your whole entire family. It's so unsettling. I can't unsee it, so I had to share the pain.
Wow. Could you imagine like that thing walking up to some kid while he's sleeping at night?
Yep.
Why is the Autobot logo on his crotch?
Oh boy. Yeah. What are everyone's stance on crotch symbols?
I'm sorry, did I hear crotch service or something?
I heard crotch symbols. I don't know if I heard that correctly either.
I'll do you one better. Just look like a
Oh.
because of the bar with a smile. I'm glad they fixed that on the Bayway version.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Give me a minute. Because we all know that the fan stream is happening tomorrow. So, and we have another person joining. I literally told the Gorilla Belly button joke to.
Hello, Acer.
Yo,
see, even when I said it, he bursted out laughing.
yeah, I saw the belly. I was like, I don't like that you pointed that out to me. Like, please don't do that ever again.
You see,
I didn't like it.
That was a Photoshop, right?
No,
It
No.
was.
it's the
Not a
actual
Photoshop.
design.
I think it was official.
It
Oh
is
my
literally the actual design itself of the Lost Cat.
Like, it looks official.
And the fact that Bees pointed out the whole belly button gorilla thing.
Lord have mercy.
I wonder if they lost money with that or they made money with that.
Oh boy!
Somebody knew what they were doing when they made that.
Okay.
Yep.
I even was rewatching the moment when this happened. I was rewatching the moment this happened, and I could not stop laughing, and it was just way too hilarious to not laugh at it, and it's like what? Even our friend BC or Josh, he was like, "Would y'all leave him alone? Come on!"
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Like they couldn't. Hey, they literally broke me. Like they freaking broke me. Oh my god. Oh, they broke me, man. They broke me. So. Oh, jeez. Inktastic says, JJ, can I share you a joke on Instagram? If you want to share a joke, just type it in the chat. Or if you're not, if you're too uncomfortable with the jokes, okay. You can actually.
Well, remember last time we started throwing jokes on stream?
It got a little chaotic, if I remember right.
Yeah.
It did.
Oh yeah, the meme that, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't exactly send pictures in the chat.
Yep. But yeah, what's this joke? What this joke that? Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Now
How bad is it?
Oh.
It's the gorilla button. Oh,
Wait, what?
Huh?
yeah, I was talking. Okay, I guess the image like froze on my end. Like I don't know how long it was.
Good.
The Megazord.
Good for you, buddy. You don't want to know.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh my gosh! But yeah, like I was. That's when someone called the. I think it was JJ who called the the belly button on the Megazord the gorilla button. Yeah, like I was actually on a different tab, so I switched back on here. I don't know if you guys literally just switched to this image, like just now when I switched back on, or if it just froze for a little bit before catching up. But yeah, like that's when I saw that. I'm like, oh hey, look, it's the gorilla button.
No, that is just a gorilla belly button thing right there.
It's a gorilla thing, something.
Oh, did you know that the Studio Series Optimus Primal, he's getting a
and then
knockoff
Beast
from
Primal. Yeah.
Bayway? I think it's another knockoff company.
No, that's the official Studio Series package.
Oh, Bayway's doing one? Are they gonna make
I don't know if Bayway's doing one, but there's like leaked images of a knockoff Studio Series Primal.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh man.
maybe they'll give us an Ape Link at some point with it.
Ooh, I cannot wait for that Ape Link.
Because
We
they
are-
did release or Yellow Park did release
Oh, yeah,
their Ape
that's
Link.
right. Yeah, Yellow Park did an ape link recently. You know.
Yeah, and the paint scheme is like crazy.
It looks beautiful. It looks
They kind of
gorgeous.
premiumized it a bit, so that's why it's like $60 on the official Yellow Park website.
Oh.
It's
Mm.
$90 on Big Bad Toy Store.
No, 90?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, 90. Wow.
Oh,
Ape Link will be getting a Studio Series release next year, by the way. So
Yes.
I kind of hope they use that Optimus Primal mold for a lot more than just a Studio Series one, because Hasbro's already done this where they'll reuse the Bumblebee RC for the Javelin and who was
Right.
the other character for that 2-pack.
yeah, the Javelin and Cascade.
That one, yeah, I was like, it's not Nacelle. Nacelle was the Seeker reuse. Maybe-
Maybe a Siege Seeker reuse, not an Earthrise Seeker.
Maybe they could use the Studio Series Primal for a Transmetal 1 Optimus Primal.
Ooh.
It would
Before I
work.
forget, real quick, before I forget, DNA Designs has made an upgrade kit for the Ultimate Optimus Primal from Takara Tomy to turn it into, like an Ape Link.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's right.
that one came out a while ago.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would actually buy that Takara Primal just
Yeah.
for that purpose, because it's already like what, $60 for
Yeah,
that Primal.
And,
I already
know-
got
Another like 40 for the upgrade kit.
yeah, and knowing that we're getting an Ape Link next year in Studio Series, so what's the point?
Yeah, there's a lot of things like I'll buy upgrades occasionally from like the smaller 3D print people who make their own stuff. I haven't bought them in a while. I just haven't had the need to or want to.
The only reason I got the Ultimate Optimus Primal was just to review it.
Yeah, I saw it. It looks really good.
It's
It
cool.
looks really
It's very
fun.
gimmicky. It's a
Cool.
bit of a kid's toy.
It just doesn't really fit what I like, my budget and what I like,
Right.
which is
No, when you mentioned Ultimate Optimus Primal, another friend of mine on Instagram just sent me a picture of his.
Hey, you got Primal.
yeah, like it looks cool. Like it looks like a cool toy. It looks really good. I can't justify the money on that one.
Yeah, I
What?
ordered. I love this because it's about as big as like how like leader class. It's about as big as the old leader class figures from the movie toy lines.
Yeah, I
so
missed that.
he scales pretty well with ROTF Leader Prime. And yeah, I bought a second one because this is the one I'm going to turn into Ape Link.
I see.
Yeah, I
Big
don't
Bad
know if
Toy
I-
Store
He's
still
like-
has it?
so he sent me a picture of his Ultimate Optimus Primal, and then I told him, I'm just talking about this now on the stream, lol. And then he said, "What? LMFAO?" That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know if I could justify the money on one.
But
On
this
one of
this
those.
looks pretty good. Yes. Ray's
We are
gaming
talking
for
about
we were
Primal.
talking about Primal. Yes, we were talking about that a specific figure. We were talking about this Ultimate Optimus Primal figure. Yes, we were talking about that. Yes, we were just talking about it as soon as you sent me the image of the figure that you just bought. So
My Bow Primal.
my boy. You mean my boy? So.
My boy.
Yeah, my boy. Okay, tell me, is it good? Flaming Bees, tell him.
I love it.
There's your answer.
Yeah,
Rob.
that's all you need to know.
It's a fun toy.
It is fun. He's good. He's chunky. He's got missiles. They're pressure launch missiles, but still missiles nonetheless.
Yeah, you have to flick the missile. There's no like way to just push it and it shoots. You have to like flick it because the force of your finger is pretty good. It hurts.
Oh.
Spring loaded, pop up
Yes.
full on missiles.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Like
That's all I need to hear.
But he's got really good articulation too.
Because that's a Takara only one. Like Hasbro never made their own version of that one. I don't think.
No, it was imported. It was imported.
Mhm.
It's probably a lot cheaper on the actual Japanese market than it would be for the import too. Which
Well,
is
Big Bad Toy Store had some of them, and I ended up getting myself one. It was only $60, I think. I don't know if it was 60, but I think it was.
Yeah.
I mean that's about what I'd expect just because of the import cost alone that BBTS and Hasbro paid for theirs.
I thought it was going to be more like 80, but yeah, 80.
Yeah, like Takara definitely can make those old style leaders that everyone wants. They're just going to cost more money if they want those true leaders.
I'm intrigued to see how Takara does TF1 leader or ultimate scale. Because they did it with Bumblebee, they did it with Rise of the Beasts. They got to do it with Transformers 1, obviously.
They have to. There's no way they wouldn't.
The question is, who would it be?
They would probably do.
They already did one, like the Prime that can actually turn into a stumpy looking RN-Pax.
Yeah, they're probably just gonna stick it to being just like maybe Optimus, Megatron B, and maybe Elita. Maybe. I think they would only do Prime and B though.
Maybe. I don't know, but because you see, Cyberverse did a lot of the Ultimate class figures, so.
Oh yeah, they did too. But Cyberverse also ran for like what 4 years?
Yeah, about 4 years. Yeah.
Well, I think it ended somewhere around like the early
20, yeah, before Earthspark came out.
2022.
Yeah,
Cyberverse
is one.
Their literally last figure was the Rise of the Beast Prime Smash Changer.
Oh, was it that 2-pack with Prime and B?
Yeah, it was.
Oh wait,
no.
What you saying?
No. The Smash Changer, the big Smash Changer Optimus Prime. That one was packaged in the.
Yeah, the one that you slam on whatever.
Yeah, it was packaged in the Cyberverse packaging at first, and then it went to the Rise of the Beast packaging for some reason. I don't know why.
They've been doing Smash Changers for a long time now.
Yeah.
I still have the old Smash Changer Age of Extinction Silver Knight Prime.
Although I am surprised that they actually continued with Cyberverse past the 3rd season.
It's a shame that they never continued the Cyberverse Deluxe line because they started so late in the Deluxe class subline.
Yeah, they did.
They started so late when they first revealed the figures. And I'm like, what took you guys so long?
It's like the Warriors from Cyberverse were like a huge downgrade from the RID 15 Warriors.
Yeah, a huge downgrade.
Like, I didn't care for RID 15 as a show, but like the toys I picked up were really fun. Like I really wanted to get the Bumblebee, but at the time, none of the stores I went to stocked that because I picked them up like late in the show's run.
You know, since we're on the topic here, like with RID 2015, I'm shocked that they're using some of the molds for Transformers 1.
Yeah, like Shockwave.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Megatron using the RID 2015 Overload mold, which is interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if they're doing that to try to recoup some of the losses on certain figures too. And if like based off of design to alt mode would also translate fairly well as well. Oh yeah, no, RD15 had some phenomenal like warrior figures. I was genuinely surprised.
Like Soundwave, Soundwave. Oh my gosh, that figure was.
Some people pointed out that Transformers 1 Soundwave looks an awful lot like the original G1 Soundwave toy. It's like the rectangular belly and the skinny legs.
Yep. Bro, I used to have that Overload, lost it, and regretted that so much. I love that thing. Well, you're gonna get the mold back in Transformers 1 because they're using Overload for Megatron, so, and they're releasing one of the minicons as Whirlwind. So, yeah, which is interesting. Very interesting. So.
Yeah, and I probably missed out on the segment where y'all were talking about that Thundertron.
Oh yeah.
I saw that Thundertron too. I was like, whenever they were, leader Thundertron, like we already have the Voyager, like what else are they going to do? Oh, they're just going to actually make it worth the liter price and give you a Voyager and a Deluxe with like some special add-ins. Like,
with another figure also because
yeah,
it's-
like they actually made the multi-pack worth the money. That was my concern with Thundertron was that.
there you go. And you
Yeah,
can see what they did with the Thundertron. They retooled the head to be more accurate to the original toy, and they gave him a hook hand.
It's
Arr.
really funny that whenever I saw that image earlier today and you had sent me the one with someone putting Ratbat on his shoulder, and I didn't know if in the comics, if he had like a, pirate bird-ish companion.
Mm.
That makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
And he gets the
I,
hook
I, showed
hand.
I showed you the picture of me trying out the wing thing, bat mold, to peg onto the shoulder of Thundertron.
Yeah, no, like for a Voyager packed with accessories, basically, it's actually worth the money.
I hope the instructions show you how to peg in this Night Strike character onto the shoulder. I really hope they show that. Because why else would you put the bat mold, the bat cassette, near to the shoulder? Why else? Like, literally, what else? Why else would you do that? So,
And then we're getting another Infernac universe character too.
I believe
It's
it's the
another
first-
Magnius figure, but it's fine.
I do like the Magnus mold, but that head sculpt, oof.
By the way, JJ, did you by any chance ever get your hands on Voyager Bumblebee movie Shockwave at all?
No, not yet. My next
Not
purchase
yet.
will be 3 Studio Series Deluxes.
I have that figure.
Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna flex on me.
Oh, real quick, look what I got today.
We got milk.
The blue milk.
Oh, blue milk.
And we got the blue milk. That's Star Wars.
Does it taste like blue plasma though?
Does it taste like it came from a cow?
Does it taste like the Force?
I honestly couldn't tell you what plasma tastes like, but if plasma tastes like vanilla, then it tastes like vanilla. And vanilla tastes like plasma.
Vanilla tastes like plasma.
I'll take it. Close enough.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Does it burn if it's plasma?
Probably.
Yeah. Mm. But yeah, no. My next purchase will be like the Gamer Edition Sideswipe, Concept Art Sunstreaker, and finally Rise of the Beast Wheeljack.
Oh, you haven't had it. You didn't get.
Oh,
I don't know why it's taking me this so long just to get the Rise of the Beast Wheeljack, but finally they restocked it, so that makes me happy. And
I find it to be better than the mainline one. I don't know what people were talking about when they're like, "Oh, the mainline one's better." The mainline one had issues, specifically when moving the arm up, the chest would combust. Not
yeah.
cool.
So far, both of my Wheeljacks have held together fine.
I will see if I can actually transform Rise of the Beast Wheeljack with no issues once I get him. I'll see what the transformation is like because I've heard like the transformation is not fun.
It is not very intuitive. Like I don't like the transformation personally.
Yeah, it's.
I think people's experience with the figure is quite different from each other, and
I've watched like so many tutorials on how to transform him, so I like memorized the steps, so it's not really a problem for me.
Like it's not a terrible figure by any means. It's still pretty good. I think I personally prefer the aesthetic of the mainline one over the Studio Series one.
although the main line has more of a clearance issue with the head.
Yeah, that's the only unfortunate part.
Yeah, the main line.
Yeah, like now mainline versus studio series. Hang on, I'll be. Oh, don't fall.
I got both of them in hand.
Be right
like-
back.
Hey Mitchell. Hey, Mitchell. How you doing, Mitchell? Hope
I
you're
like how
good.
everybody's YouTube username ends with Prime.
Not
Well,
mine. Not
Optimus,
Okay,
And I
No.
love how Prime.
I have the mainline version and Studio Series version of Nightbird. This is the mainline Nightbird, albeit with upgrade kits and repro labels.
Ooh. That looks
Okay.
pretty-
The wings, yeah, unfortunately, you have to remove these for vehicle mode, and they don't go anywhere. But excuse me. But in the meantime,
Your excuse.
Burped again.
other than that, oh, and she has the arm blades, which I believe I can't remember if these have to be removed for transformation as well. I think it's safe to assume yes, but yeah, this looks amazing. And even without all these upgrades, she still looks way better than this. And these are the swords that came with the repro label set for Nightbird, the mainline Nightbird. This figure just so close, yet they just missed the mark.
It's a shame, It's a shame that Studio Series Nightbird is a mixed figure, but I still love transforming her. She still has a fun.
And I appreciate that they attempted to give her wings, but what the hell? Like, I can't be the only one who looks at this and thinks of the ending of A Bug's Life, where Heimlich comes out of his cocoon and is like, "I'm a beautiful butterfly. I can fly. Look at my wings." Like,
what?
his wings were these tiny, gimpy ass little wings, thinking he can fly with these, and you can't tell me you don't think of Heimlich in that scene and see these gimpy ass little wings on Nightbird.
I mean, there's the thing. I mean, I understand why the wings are very small because they have to fit inside the car mode. I mean, yeah, it's understandable, but
I would just rather not have them.
Just way too small. I mean, I think I would have preferred to pop them off and just chuck them in the bag. And
yeah, like it's one of those, like, the design, like, yes, it's wrong that it's going to be missing the wings, but I would just rather not have them if they're that small and they could pop off anyways.
At least we have the DNA design upgrade kit, and then it provides.
I think
The fact that
Nightbird is
DNA
good enough that it
design,
deserves the upgrade kit, but
the fact, like the fact that DNA Design is able to figure out how to give her wings, they're a bit more proportionate, tells me that, like, I'm just like, is Hasbro cheap, or did they run out of the wings being properly sized, not in the budget?
I think a lot of it comes down to budget constraints, and then maybe with the way some of the engineering works, they couldn't keep it at that size, is my guess.
Well, in that case, just do away with them.
It's probably one of those, like, they probably have like a certain quota and certain parts counts to meet, and then I
so
imagine at some point in, like, the world of manufacturing, like, whoever goes to, like, assemble it, during the assembly process, they come back and they're like, "Hey, this doesn't assemble the right way here. Go back and fix it," and then they have to change stuff again.
Yeah, it is a family friendly stream. Mitchell Prime. It's just that it's Bees' first time on the stream.
Oh, okay. So I gotta keep it G rated.
Yeah,
Yes,
keep
you've already used your 2 star words for the stream.
G-rated. Yeah.
Okay. Going forward, I have to.
We try not to cuss.
Okay,
is
my
the
apologies.
86.
My apologies. Yeah, I guess at this point forward, I have to start adding to the swear jar.
I've got a
I
PhD.
originally wanted to record myself reacting to the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, but then when I watched the trailer and it had cussing in it, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this reaction. Nope.
Yep.
No.
You gotta keep your stuff, family friendly. There's some stuff you just can't watch on your channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was not expecting B127 to say that in the trailer.
But hey, you see, there's one musical that I did watch a long time ago. It's called Next to Normal. I watched it for the very first time a long time ago. In the theater. I forgot which theater it was. It had so much cussing that I was not a fan of, and I'm like, what am I hearing? and now I'm about to audition for this musical in my country, Um, and if I get the role, I have to read the script as is. That means I have to cuss.
It's okay, JJ. We'll keep the bar of soap ready for you.
And we'll keep the swear jar nearby.
Are you gonna be
Oh.
an actor, JJ?
Yeah, I'm planning. Yeah, I do want to be a performer, full-time performer.
Oh man, that would be crazy.
Yeah,
That'd be
but,
cool.
but this one musical is just crazy that there's so much cussing, and I'm like, why?
It's gonna be a project you're gonna have a lot of fun on, but look back on it like something's like, never again. Not for that. Not for that.
No,
Oh no.
it's just no.
Yeah, and real quick, I wanted to back on the topic of upgrade kits. I got the upgrade kits. The first, the upgrade kit.
Oh,
Scourge? That looks
Ooh,
incredible.
that looks pretty cool.
yeah, that looks cool.
At some point, Bayway Scourge is supposed to pop up.
Wait, didn't
Doesn't
he have the correct shoulders for the upgrade kit?
Not like it's the upgrade kit that'll be for the rest of the Terracons. And one of the things that I don't understand why they included, but they included a butt panel for him.
Maybe to cover up any hollowness on
I
his.
mean, it's definitely not necessary, but I guess they wanted to make the robot mode like more clean, cleaner.
Yeah, this is what his butt looks like without it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, if they're going for more like screen accuracy with their upgrades, the worst movie I have seen.
In any of the newer ones.
Yeah.
The worst thing I have seen, I think, if I'm going for Transformers movies, it has to be The Last Night.
Yeah, the Last Night is the worst Transformers movie.
Revenge of the Fallen.
Revenge of the Fallen is bad for other reasons, but as an actual movie, The Last Night is objectively worse.
I feel like they were actually trying, at least trying, in the last night. And I actually enjoyed it.
Because I know Revenge of the Fallen suffered because it was going on during the writer's strike during like the production.
Yeah, there was a
I
major.
honestly didn't think that Revenge of the Fallen was a
But
bad movie. I laughed so much during that movie because of Skits and Mudflap, because I was laughing my butt off.
because I mean, like as a kid, you're not going to understand half of the content in that movie they put in there
I
that
didn't even care about the jokes that Skits and Mudflap spoke.
But then you're gonna look back at
when
it
I
and
saw
be
that
like,
movie.
I just laugh it off and then be done with it.
I think what made it funny was like them yammering or something. I don't know if that's the right word to say, but they're like making like the noise that they made. Like
The funny thing about Skits and Mudflap is that they basically just don't like each other.
mhm.
Yeah, and then like one thing that kind of ticked me off was that at the end of the first movie, Bumblebee got his voice back. Then the next movie, he lost it again.
Yeah, the
It's
voice
weird
was
because you see in the video game of Revenge of the Fallen, he can talk.
I wish to stay with the boy. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know why they decided to keep him without his voice,
Like
and they didn't even explain it. It's
They
like, yeah, it's still
Okay.
being worked on, but
here's my main thing with Bumblebee's voice. I'm not a fan of having Bumblebee to lose his voice. I'm not a fan of that. It's way too
Mhm.
excessive. They did the same thing with Cyberverse, but I'm glad they fixed that in season 2. So
I think when they fixed his voice in Cyberverse, they realized that, if he's going to be the main character, he should probably have a voice.
Exactly. I
yeah.
still haven't watched Cyberverse.
It is
Fun show. It's a fun show. It
Like-
gets better every episode. So
like for a kid show, it's clearly aimed more towards kids, but they throw in enough references that like it is beautiful. Like we got Capsule War stories in the 3rd season.
Then we got the drift thing.
I kind of wish the drift thing was better explained, but
Yeah, because they literally have him like, oh, he at first he's not liking the Decepticons, he wants to change sides, so he went to the Autobots. And then suddenly in season 3, go back to being the Decepticon again. Why?
like if they just explain that better. Like they obviously had to set something up for Hot Rod.
That makes
For
just about as
him-
much sense as Wanda going back to being evil. What were they thinking there?
Now, one thing that I'm kind of tempted to actually like watch the Cyberverse because there's a voice actor who I am most familiar with him in the realm of audiobooks, specifically Star Wars ones, Mark Thompson. Mark Thompson voiced, I don't know what other characters, but I do know that he voiced Tarn. And I didn't even know he was a voice actor. I was just familiar with him as an audiobook narrator.
Megatron.
For various Star Wars audiobooks
does.
that I have.
Here's Megatron in the show.
The voice cast
Speaking
for
of
Cyberverse
Tarn.
isn't too bad. I'll be honest.
Mhm.
Yeah, Jake Foshi as Optimus is lukewarm, but it's probably the better Prime performance he's had.
Yeah, compared to or Cybertron trilogy.
Yeah.
like
In the War for Cybertron trilogy, that was not Optimus Prime. That was just someone
That was just-
someone doing a bad impression of Optimus Prime.
Like what's crazy is in the War for Cybertron trilogy and Cyberverse, the same guy voices Optimus, and why
And
in
the
kid
speed,
show?
the speed of the speaking is like why?
That's what makes it more
Why is it so
noticeable.
slow?
Like Jason Marnocha's Megatron in War for Cybertron, he is a phenomenal Megatron.
I love him. I absolutely love Jason Marnocha.
He did great in the Prime Wars trilogy.
Yeah.
He did great in War for. He was probably the highlight for voice acting in the entire
Yeah.
trilogy.
Yeah, basically, I loved Jason Marnocha as Megs. You know, he's an amazing Megatron. I mean, like, wow.
Yeah, I feel like Jake Foshi, how do you pronounce his last name? I feel like he has potential. And
He just
let's
needs.
all be honest. Let's all be honest. Peter Cullen ain't getting any younger.
The
So
problem.
I feel like he should tutor or just like teach Jake to like just learn how to be Optimus Prime. He's got the voice. It's just the way he speaks and the line delivery that he needs to get down to a pat.
Like the problem that I have with a lot of like the G1-esque voices that a lot of people are trying to do for an Optimus is it's trying too hard to replicate the magic that is Peter Cullen's Prime. Like you just can't do that.
Yeah, and then
Cullen's voice
in the Prime Wars trilogy, only in Minor Wars, so John Bailey was Optimus Prime, and like the voice he's using, I mean, it's pretty close, but at the same time, you could tell that he sounds a bit more like the epic voice guy from the Honest Trailers videos. Because I'm just expecting him.
That is
Him.
Yeah,
I know that. That's why I made the reference.
And
It's too
then
many people
until-
trying to
I am legitimately expecting him just stop in the middle of just speaking as Optimus Prime and just like automatically just switching to Honest Trailers, like this movie is about this, about that. And, like I'm expecting that to happen each
like
time.
there's not enough uniqueness to what Jake Foshi did for like his performance in Cyberverse was pretty good. It was like kind of stale, but it was fine. Like it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't fantastic. And then you get to War for Cybertron, and that was garbage.
New. It was new. It
Like
was
that
so
was
good.
awful. Like I think a lot of that was partly on whoever was directing the voice work wanted a
Yeah.
certain tone for the show.
Like, why would the voice director say speak slow?
Like, okay, come on, Rooster Teeth. They don't exist anymore, but like they clearly can make competent and pretty decently written shows with pretty good voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have that potential, or they had that potential, and then they were handed War for Cybertron. Like, do something with it, and they could have told a fantastic show in 18 episodes, but
Yeah,
they just the
could've.
voice acting couldn't save it. And everything about that was just a bad trilogy.
Well, let's be honest. Red versus Blue did better.
Yeah, but that one started off as like a fan project meant to be like fun, and they didn't want to do. They didn't try to do anything serious with it.
Like
Right.
my question is, like, if you like, okay, not a question. Okay, so like, I'm thinking to myself, like, if I had to choose, like, if I had to choose between these, nah, that shit, like, the War for Cybertron trilogy is straight up booty.
Absolutely terrible.
It's just straight up booty quality.
Kingdom is the best of the trilogy, but also bottom of the barrel is hard to be.
My okay, let me tell you guys my main issue with Kingdom. Some of the voice choices weren't great, especially the T-Rex Megatron.
Oh yeah, the Beast Megatron voice was a terrible decision. Like I didn't expect them to get David Kaye. Like the Optimus Primal was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Optimus Prime was fine, but the Beast
Rat
Megatron get behind that voice, man.
Rat Trap was also really close too. Like Rat Trap didn't get many lines, but the few lines he had were pretty well executed.
Mm.
Oh yeah, no, Inktastic, unfortunately, like I love.
However, there are some good things about Kingdom. The fact that they made the art transform to robots.
What were they thinking with that one scene from Earthrise where they basically kill off everybody after saving them the previous episode?
That is a really good question that I don't want answers to.
That
Like
had to be an error. That's how I saw it.
You know, the War of Cybertron trilogy did some things here and there that are not good, they're not bad.
Like they made everything.
One thing I do like about the War of Cybertron trilogy is that they actually fixed the size, the Maximals and Predacons, them being the same size as the Autobots and Decepticons.
Right, they were smaller.
Yeah.
The original.
It
I'm
would
happy.
make
They
sense.
were like so puny compared to the Autobots, Decepticons, and Beast Wars. And I'm like,
I don't
what?
think in the beginning of Beast Wars they had planned for them to connect to G1, but then they were probably thinking at some point that like the only way for them to like save the show to make it like good is to connect it to G1.
Yeah.
Now,
And originally they wanted to have Prime and Megatron be the same characters as they were in G1. So.
Just on like a different prehistoric like planet.
But then they decided, you know what, Optimus Primal and the Beast Wars Megatron are separate characters. So
yeah,
which I
and the
think was
reason
a better decision.
and the reason why they're smaller than the Autobots and Decepticons is because, like, they explained
Didn't they
that,
try
like,
to make them more
basically,
like
they like everyone underwent a massive like change to where
weren't they more energon efficient?
like
than-
this to
Energon, yeah.
Probably wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
they were like more energon efficient at like the smaller size.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
They used up less energy.
It's weird because comparatively they aren't necessarily more energy efficient, they just use less because they're smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they were truly more energy efficient or like energon efficient, they could have remained the same size and not had to consume as much energon.
Be right back, JJ.
Okay, until Prime Wars Trilogy happened, like the third portion of Prime Wars Trilogy, where we saw Optimus Primal, and he's pretty much the same size as the Autobots and Decepticons, and then he became bigger, and he became Optimal Optimus. So that I like. Then they did the same thing with the Maximals and Predacons in Kingdom, where the Autobots and Decepticons are the same size as the Maximals and Predacons, so which makes more sense. And then in Rise of the Beast, we have Maximals being way bigger than the humans. So
Yeah, I think the Maximals and Predacons and Beast Wars being smaller was more of like a like initially they started off as like they were large compared to other organisms, but they seemed proportionately sized to the forms they scanned.
yeah, pretty much.
Except for maybe the Predacons that turn into insects, because I know insects back then were huge, but that big, hard to say.
And you see tiny Waspinator in the end of Beast machines. I guess that's the actual insect size, whereas in the Beast Wars, his insect size was like huge. So
Oh yeah, I forgot Waspinator got back to Cybertron at a really weird. That hurts my head to think about how he left Cybertron or left Earth like in prehistoric times and made his way back to Cybertron.
Yes, he was back.
During
Back again.
so that means he had to travel from Earth to Cybertron.
Yeah, I want to know how
over the
that
course
happened.
of several billion years.
I want to know how that happened. How in the world?
How did he get back without anyone noticing him?
Just how? How? Like what? And
Waspinator had plans.
why would Megatron change his own soldier into another guy? Like why?
Waspinator now cool, BikerBot.
He probably just hated the fact that Waspinator had an organic alt mode and was like, you know what? You get this treatment too.
Yes.
So I think part of what drove Megatron crazy was him trying to purge his organic mode.
In the episodes of Beast Machines, we saw them like land on Cybertron, and they were running from the Viacons, and then they were infected with a virus. Is it funny how Rhinox wasn't really infected at all?
Yeah, he just kind of.
He just kind of stood there, and he was like shocked.
I think it's just a delayed reaction or something, or that. Yeah, like the virus. I think that was like I think maybe it was just taking a little bit for the virus to actually fully take hold. The only effect it had on the Transmetal 2 cast is that like it reverted them to their pre-Transmetal forms, and that's literally all it did. Instead of sending them immediately into like stasis lock.
What's also weird is Silverbolt wasn't a Transmetal. I mean, yes, he did have his pod get corrupted, and he was turned into a Fusor, but it just affected his alt mode. He didn't really get a Transmetal upgrade.
Yeah, he didn't get a Transmetal upgrade, but then we saw him infected with the virus, and then he was
like that's the part that doesn't make any sense. And
Yeah,
Optimus Primal's body wasn't his original.
Yeah.
Which is also weird because the original Optimus Primal body is dead, and he just got a new body that probably scanned a similar alt mode or some weird spark memory thing.
Or maybe it's just like maybe his alt mode history is like just stored inside a spark or something. I don't know.
Maybe there are some things that could have been a little bit better explained, but it was the writing of the 90s.
Yeah.
It was written better than most shows with the story back then.
On one thing I wanted to bring up earlier was that like if I had to choose between having to watch my two least favorite Transformers shows, those being the War for Cybertron trilogy and Transformers Energon, I'd go with Energon because that's at least a lot more watchable.
Energon just seems fun to watch at the very least.
Hey, TFNG.
The War for Cybertron trilogy is just bad writing and bad voice acting all around.
Yep. Exactly.
They talk like this.
Talk
time.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello, TF Fan Geek.
Hello.
Hello. JJ Prime, thank you for bringing me on.
Yes, as always. Yeah. Love having you on here.
Yeah. Thank you. So, since I came in at a topic that I like to enjoy, my all-time least favorite Transformers series is Transformers Beast Machines. That cartoon is absolute garbage to watch. I've only watched Beast Machines one time, and one time was one time too many for me.
I don't hate the story of the show. I hate the designs.
Yeah, I don't hate the story.
Yeah.
At first, the designs weirded me out. Like, I thought the designs, okay, I'm pretty much the same boat with everybody else. Like, designs look so weird. Why did they look like that? But then
if the designs weren't...
As soon as I watched Beast Machines many times, I watched Beast Machines a lot of times, the designs actually grew on me. And then you see me review a Beast Machines Cheetor figure on the channel. So
now, I never really hated Beast Machines. I mean, is it like my favorite? No, but I still enjoy it because I was a kid when that show came out. If that shows you guys my age. So like
2000.
Yeah, it came out in 2000, and I was 10 years old at the time.
I was like 2, depending on the month it came out.
Are we
No.
talking about Robots in Disguise 2001 or Beast Machines?
Beast Machines,
Beast
like
Machines.
depending on the month Beast Machines came out, I was like 2.
So yeah,
I think
like
Beast Machines actually came out in 1999.
And I was even younger. Let me see.
yeah, if
Yeah.
that is the case, then I was actually you're right. It did. Yeah, it was 99.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was 99. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Like-
like over a year old when that show came out.
I was 9 when
I
Beast
was
Machines
9.
came out.
yeah, I was 9 years old at the time when it came out. So like, I never hated the show. I mean, I thought the designs were different from what I was used to, but I was like, oh yeah, they're kind of cool. And
I
so,
never
like,
watched it when it was on television.
It's like if you have
I
the
didn't
Thrill 30 Tankor figure and the Core Class Beast Machine Cheetor, they actually scale pretty well with each other.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
And so, like, say what you will about the toys, which I do agree that a lot of them look like straight up booty.
Meaning what?
Like the Supreme Cheetor, which is garbage.
Like
Oh,
this,
yeah.
this is a fun toy for a design that I don't like, but I hate that I can't call it bad.
Yeah.
It's like
I
when
call it
you're
mediocre.
that toy? Yeah, that's the Supreme Cheetor I'm talking about.
oh
yeah.
boy,
Cheetor.
What's
Yeah,
funny is that
that is not
I-
a good toy.
yeah, what's funny is that this was my favorite
Yeah.
back then. And I bought this a few months ago because I missed the figure so darn much. And yeah, he's a little bit of a pain in the butt to like get to stand up, but like once you get it just right, get his legs just right, he actually stands up on his own. And he has rubber on the bottom, rubber treads on the bottom of his feet, bottoms of his feet. It's kind of like I'm wanting him to wield his sword.
It's just
Well, like it's just kind of weird and awkward, yes, but it's just, man, I've missed this figure so darn much. And yeah, when I said a lot of the Beast Machines figures look like booty, I meant that like in terms of like some of them look next to nothing like their original, like their the character, the show models.
there's
Like,
one.
Deluxe Class Primal.
Oh, Primal.
Deluxe Class Primal. Looks
Okay.
nothing like his character model, and because of how he looks and his gimmick, which he like throws some kind of energy shuriken or something, I dubbed him Poofling Optimus.
I think that's
Oh,
just the
gosh.
curse of back then. Like a lot of toys way back in like the late 90s and early 2000s just
You
they
know,
just couldn't look like the show counterpart unless they designed the toy model specifically to look like it.
yeah.
It's like when Beast Wars first came out, like they were supposed to look more like the toys, but then there was some problems in production where like I guess animations didn't look right or other things.
There
So
was-
they had to go back
I guess
and redo
they
all of the
didn't
character
translate
models.
well. I guess some didn't translate well into like it just from toy to show model. But like
It just-
yeah, that was just the case with Beast Wars, but with Beast Machines, they like a lot of the toys that they made were based on like early designs, unfinalized designs for the characters and figures.
But also the way they transform in Beast Machines, it doesn't lend themselves to like a good transformation unless you cheese something.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like Cheetor, like he looks really good. He's not like 1-to-1 show accurate for it. I think they'd made the safer bet on making this a core class and not a deluxe or Voyager. But
yeah.
I think even now we would probably still struggle with making the Beast Machines toys like actually accurate.
Yeah, like
There was only one character from Beast Machines that I want to be released, and if and when Hasbro ever decides to release a figure of this character, I hope they do Commander class size.
They already gave us the Transmetal 2 Megatron.
Mega ship?
Give him a cloak.
Yeah, no, you're never gonna guess which character I want from Beast Machines to be given a new figure.
If you say Commander class sized.
Commander,
Yeah.
Commander size. Hold on.
Commanders. Wait. I think I know what you're talking about. Is it the mutant transformer Noble Savage?
Oh, that guy. Oh, it's
No,
not
it's not.
Noble
Wrong.
Savage? What?
No,
That would be cool though.
Okay, let me try again. Is it the mega ship Megatron head?
No,
Wait,
That-
really?
one last
Not that?
No.
That'd
Oh
be-
wait, no. Wait.
Now I'm-
Wait. Striker?
He got it on the last try. Striker.
Yay.
Also, the only other two I can think of that would be that big would be Obsidian or Strika.
Or Tankor.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking that or Primal.
I think Tankor they could work as a Voyager or leader class.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a big boy, so I think you'd probably be like a leader, maybe a commander
Yeah.
class.
When I watched Beast Machines, you know, I was so disappointed that they really just butchered Rhinox like that, and I'm like, really?
Oh
Rhinox?
yeah, that's why I hate the show.
I don't like what they did to Rat Trap either. Like,
Uh-huh.
he was so confident by the end of Beast Wars in his own capability. Like, I know that he had like the big issue where he couldn't transform for a while because he wasn't like all
He wasn't
spiritually at
calm with his inner
peace.
self. Yeah, he wasn't really calm with his inner self.
Like that was the other really weird thing about Beast Machines was like you can only transform if you're like at peace with yourself. Like,
But one thing I would have preferred for Rat Trap is to have proper legs, not wheels or legs.
yeah, I didn't like that either.
It was really weird. But I'm glad that the original Rat Trap toy has the option of giving him proper legs.
Like, I think they were trying to make each character go with their own like actual physical weakness. Like, what would happen to Rat Trap if he was limited in mobility? Cheetor, I don't know what they did to him except for basically discount Cup.
I think, you know, in Beast Machines, Cheetor, we've seen Cheetor grow up so much. He's basically a mature bot,
Yeah.
and he's basically the second in command of the Maximals. And
And unfortunately, that's the type of storytelling Takara Tomy likes to do is like the hero's journey, how he starts off young, arrogant, inexperienced, and how he matures over time and eventually becomes a leader. Because they did that with Chrome Dome in the Headmasters, and they kind of did that sort of with Jinrai in Super God Master Force, and then
they did it with
uh,
Hot Shot also.
Yeah, they
from
did that to
Armada
Hot
to
Shot.
Command
yeah,
Zone.
Transformers Armada. Yeah,
Like, I don't
and
mind.
they tried to do it with Bumblebee and animated.
I never.
3-0 figures.
I don't-
3-0
I don't keep track of those.
Yeah, I don't keep track of 3-0.
I don't
Like, their price point is way out of what
Mm-hmm.
I can afford.
Yeah,
I-
they're way
I'm
too
strictly
expensive for me to
concentrating
buy. But you know, if you guys love to collect 3-0 figures, hey, good for you. I'm happy for you. You know,
Like, I
Just
already dumped money into other hobbies. I don't want to
Yeah.
dump money into 3-0 figures.
I
if do
concentrate on
want-
the legacy line.
If I do want like cheaper versions of screen accurate characters, I go for Studio Series or maybe try the Yolok Park or the Trumpeter kits. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Like
for
I
that.
recently added some Transformers Legacy figures I originally passed on when they came out.
Oh, who was it?
This guy for starters.
Oh, the Grimlock is really good. I bought that one for my
The
girlfriend
Grimlock.
last
Hey.
year. She loved
I'm
it.
surprised that guy was
Yep.
there for quite some time at my Walmarts.
I haven't seen
Considering
any of
it's the
them.
studio.
Ooh, G2
And
Sideswipe.
the Sideswipe is also pretty nice.
That's cool.
I found that Sideswipe figure
You got
once.
Cheese Jazz. You got Cheese Jazz. There you go.
Yeah, I found that Sideswipe cheddar cheese jazz. Quit seeing my joke about the cheddar cheese copter.
I thought he was
There you
pumpkin.
have the Watermelon Mirage.
Uh huh.
But yeah, like I only found the G2 Sideswipe once at my local Walmart, and I found him and I grabbed him because
Yeah.
False Convoy is looking for one.
Oh, okay.
I call Sideswipe Lemonade Sideswipe.
To me, his colors
Actually-
look more like a mango Sideswipe.
Oh no, even better.
It looks
1990s aesthetic lemonade.
Oh my god.
That's just like that entire subline. I really hate that we didn't get a second wave, though.
Lemon Swipe.
I think that's just going to be the problem with
Yeah.
Walmart's sublines. Is,
You know, the G2 Stunticons, like, what is happening? Like, what's going on? I know we're
Yeah,
getting the G2 breakdown.
That dead end. Dead end. There's like Fruity Pebbles dead end.
and there is the Shadow Strip.
I call him Cherry Dead End. Cherry
I never
Dead End.
saw that the G2 drag
Hmm.
strip or shadow strip. Ever.
Yeah, G2 Drag Strip. Yeah. I
The
found
Cha- oh, the
him at
Chaos
my
Terrans?
local Ross store last
I-
Christmas.
Oh, okay. So
Ooh, the Chaos Terrans. Like, I
These-
don't watch Earthspark. Like, I've seen like half of the first season, and it was pretty good for what I watched. I just never re-upped my Paramount subscription. So I was like,
well, you can watch the whole first season on YouTube for free.
oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But one thing we really need to talk about, is the upcoming, this project T-Spark, Adamas Machina, IDW Rodimus. I didn't think that this figure was gonna happen, but it happened.
Oh, an actual transforming IDW Rodimus that's official. Yeah, I saw that. Like,
Oh, I saw.
I-
some-
I want it, but how
Like,
much is
that
it gonna
looks
be?
like- That looks like Flame
Yeah.
Toys Rodimus, but then it transforms into that.
Yeah, like
yeah.
depending on
How?
the price, I might pick it up.
I'm like, what?
If that were to be paint, if you remove if you removed the racing spoiler and painted it all black, it would kind of look like a ripoff of the Tumbler from the Dark
Yeah.
Knight.
And if you guys were
Ooh.
unhappy about the Lio Convoy face from Legacy, boom, the cover got you covered with the enemy accurate face. So
Yeah.
Anime.
Oh yes, BC saw that and about soiled himself purely
Yeah.
out of pure joy.
I don't hate the legacy of Leo Prime,
I
but
love it.
I do wish the lion face didn't remind me of Nina from Full Metal Alchemist.
That's
You know what I wish?
like, I've not watched that
There's
show,
one-
but I do know what you're talking about, and I can't unsee that.
There's one simple fix to make Lio Convoy's lion face actually pretty nice to look at.
Give
There's
him
one.
pupils.
There is one simple fix. Yes,
Pupil.
exactly.
Mitchell, look at
Uh-huh.
Mitchell. And Mitchell says, one time I started watching Beast Machines, and I quickly realized that it was not the right thing to do. So I
Yeah,
stopped
'cause
watching it.
I
Hey, we all
will
love
admit there are animals in the animal kingdom whose pupils are so large they cover their whole eyeballs. Like sharks are one example. But lions, cats are universally not known for having monochrome eyes.
What's this
And
beast
who's excited
machine
for a new
thing?
Predator King?
Even
Check
my
it out.
cat, who has like the biggest
What
pupils
the-
I've ever seen, I can still see the green in his eyes.
Yeah.
Was
Doing a new
Beast
Predator King.
Machines like a spin-off to Beast Wars at all?
It was a
It's a
sequel.
sequel. It's a sequel.
It was a
series
sequel.
to Beast Wars. Much like how
Yeah.
RID 2015 is a sequel
that looks
series
really
to Transformers Prime. So,
Yeah.
But did
I
they
never
ever
watched Beast
did they ever
Machines.
list
Good.
the price point for that Rodimus though? I'm genuinely curious about it.
I don't even know there's a price point yet. I'm not sure.
And
how
I don't know
much
if you
it-
guys remember, but Takara Tomy did IDW Rodimus Prime 10 years ago.
Did they?
Yeah. Look up Transformers Cloud Rodimus Prime.
Hold on.
Transformers Cloud was a short-lived line of repaints that were Takara Tomy exclusives based on IDW designs. And they took Takara Tomy took
Oh,
Sterling 30
okay.
Springer and repainted it into
Okay.
Rodimus Prime from IDW.
Okay.
I've
There
seen
it
that one
is.
around. Like it looks good, but it's not.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
the Thrilling 30 Springer remold, repaint.
No,
because it's
JJ,
those
there is no
Springer.
remolding. He is a straight up repaint of Springer. Even the head's the same.
Yeah, even the head's the head.
The head is the exact same.
It is.
Yeah, the
It's
head
a
is
straight
the
up repaint
exact
of Springer.
same.
Yeah,
What?
I
that's how
don't-
good the paint job is. It
There's
creates
no
an optical
retooling.
illusion of being a
There's
new
just
head.
a straight recolor of Springer.
I don't hate
Exactly.
it, but I also don't like it.
Hmm
Well, interesting.
My favorite
Like-
Cloud figure was Shockwave, the repaint of Whirl. Even though Shockwave's never transformed into a helicopter. before or since.
Look at that.
Yeah, how does a
Yeah.
shockwave? I want to see that.
Oh, look at
There
that.
he is
That doesn't.
in all
look-
his purple glory.
I don't.
You know
hate
what this
that.
reminds me of? This reminds me of the Shockwave from the first Transformers game.
Yeah, I don't.
But believe
hate
it or not, the
design
most
for a shockwave
Yeah.
at
But
all.
believe it or not, the most sought after figure from the Transformers Cloud line is Brawn.
Wait,
Because
what?
it's based on the Unreal. Yeah,
What? Oh.
The Brawn?
Oh,
yeah,
this one.
because he's
Oh,
that unreleased Voyager
I've seen
from
that
the
one.
Generation
I wanted
PDO
that.
line. Yeah, it's
Very
it's
good.
the Prime First Edition bulkhead with G1 Brawn's head.
Oh. Okay.
Hasbro was going to release that figure in the Generations GDO line, but then they canceled it for whatever reason.
I don't.
Interesting here. So there's the comparison.
Yeah,
Why
with
is he
G1
called-
Braun.
Why is he called Brawn if he's so round? Why not call him Gut?
Well,
Because at the
Prime
time,
Bulkhead
Takara
is-
Tomy decided if Hasbro was going to
Someone
cancel
did
the
the-
molds,
someone
then
did
they might as well
Digibash.
do it.
Someone did
Mhm.
Digibash of Braun with the Legacy Bulkhead mold.
Uh-huh.
I actually
So
like.
it's a-
Oh,
Yeah, so because that Transformers Cloud Brawn figure exists, like that Digibash, someone can joke that Brawn and Bulkhead can be mold mates with each other.
Yeah.
So
that looks good.
like that. That looks surprisingly really good.
It looks better as Brawn than Bulkhead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's crazy? They did a breakdown from that too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and there's the canceled GDO figure that Hasbro was going to release.
like my issue I have with that Bulkhead figure is that Bulkhead is supposed to be rotund, not
It's
like basically that figure is ugly in my opinion for the sole fact that he just like
not-
he looks like he joined Weight Watchers after the war ended.
it's
Mhm.
just not. It's not Bulkhead. Like it's a good figure. It's
Oh, I
just
love
not
that.
Bulkhead.
Oh, I love that joke right there. I never noticed that. I never
Musclehead.
saw that photo until tonight. Grapple
Oh,
plus
that.
Prime. Grapple plus Prime Bulkhead equals Legacy Bulkhead.
I just kind of. I think that was a lot of the problem with the year one Legacy Prime stuff. Is a lot of them just don't look like how they're supposed to.
Well, that was what I kept saying over and over again on TFW 2005. And I don't know if you guys, and it's okay if you guys don't agree with me, but the legacy Bulkhead figure is not Prime Bulkhead. It's G1 Bulkhead, which officially does not exist. That's what I think that figure is trying to be. Is if Bulkhead had been a Generation 1 character,
Yeah,
that's
like
what he
that's-
would have.
That's
looked
what they
like
were
back
trying
in
to
the
do with.
1980s.
I think that was the problem with Legacy. Is like they try to just say, "What if this was G1?" And a lot of
Uh-huh.
stuff just doesn't.
I've been saying the theory is that what if maybe Bulkhead's design would change like literally if he is pulled from the Prime universe into the G1 universe.
But it's
like-
weird that his whole alt mode would have
Well,
changed though. Like he would have been an off-road
Well,
SUV.
I think one of the reasons why they, I personally think one of the reasons why they did Bulkhead that way was to acknowledge the fact that Age of Extinction Hound was originally supposed to be Bulkhead, but they decided to stick with a Generation 1 character for the lineup.
I don't know.
That's,
I do enjoy Prime vs. Prime's videos for the quality,
Mm-hmm.
How
but
about
that
these?
toy guy's
Have any
also
of you
pretty
guys
good too.
pre-ordered? Any of you guys pre-ordered the Legacy Breakdown figure from Amazon?
Nope, I'm passing on that one. That's a hard pass
Yeah.
on mine.
I just bought it so I could have a
Mhm.
Prime breakdown. Like
I got my Silas
I got the
breakdown.
original.
I'm all good.
if I had,
Yeah, I got the original figure used off of eBay earlier this year.
like if I
I
just-
got my Silas breakdown, so I'm good. I'm not
Mhm.
I'm not getting the Legacy breakdown. I'm
I
passing on
pre-ordered
that
it just to have him displayed besides Legacy Knockout.
like the Legacy Knockout's not bad. It looks a lot better, and you can tell whenever they
Mhm.
were. I think whenever they were drumming up like all of the comic designs for that Wreckers Circuits and Tread thing,
one.
they were like, "Well, we
Mhm.
need to have some characters translate well to a G1 design," and you could see they changed Knockout's design to translate it better into toy form, at least for now. And they're like, "Yeah, we'll just tease a Knockout figure." in here."
Until we get a potential Studio Series Transformers Prime knockout.
Mm-hmm. Did any of you guys pre-order the Legacy Deluxe Insecticon 2-pack?
I didn't get that one. I might just
haven't
hard
yet.
pass on that one.
Haven't
I just
yet.
got the 3 for
I
the movie.
think honestly, for my Insecticon collection, I was originally planning to try to pick up those deluxe Insecticons 2-pack because they look pretty cool. Because the
Mhm.
retooling is quite well done. But
I ordered them core
I
class
think I'm
Dark
just
Speed.
gonna stick with my original 3 Insecticons because I never got the Ransacked. So what's the point?
I did. I got Ransack, so I had to pre-order the other two because
Mm.
once they get released, that's 3 of the 4 Deluxe Insecticons being given modern deluxes.
But
The only one left is Venom, the team leader.
I will
But
say
like the one pack
Hasbro Hasbro is like literally wanting to make me buy Venom next year because he is not an exclusive. He is part of the mainstream figures.
Oh, thank
So-
you.
And I'm like, why Hasbro?
I kind
I
of hate
used
this.
to, I used to have Ransack, but I sold him to the Savage from the scrapyard. I sold that to him because he wanted to collect all the Insecticons, and I'm like, okay, sure, there you go. So yeah, like I got that Creatures Collide multi-pack or something from Target,
Mhm.
and I basically I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about Scorponok, the toy color Scorponok. I was like, you know, it's actually not bad. I'll keep this. So I sold Ransack.
Yeah, I put the mutant head on that figure. I treat it as another Insecticon from
Oh,
Beast
and
Wars.
speaking of the Scorponok mold, be right back.
I'm not too crazy about the Kingdom Scorponok mold. Like, it's not atrocious, but it's not
It's not great.
like
Yeah,
the main problem lies. So I found my issue with the Scorponok because I picked up the not Trans Arts, but the
oh, the Kingdom Scorponok.
the Transform.
Oh, nice upgrade.
Where's that Rise the Beast Scorponok?
Because I picked up the Transform Element Scorponok,
Kingdom.
and I looked at the Kingdom Scorponok.
Oh,
I was
nice.
like, the issue is this one is too wide.
That one right there, Acer. Yeah, that one right there. That one right there. I put the mutant head on him, and I gave him a new name to treat because I wanted him to be another character. You guys ready for the name I came up with for that figure?
Sure.
Well, I dillied around for what?
Mhm.
What did you say?
What?
I thought you said something.
No.
Anyways, I renamed that figure Poison Jab. What do you think of that
Poison
name?
I can dig it.
Poison
Like
Jab,
the
I can
Pokemon
do it,
move.
Sounds like a Transformers name.
Yeah, I do only have, at least for this specific version of the mold, is if you look at the claws and the legs, they are extremely see-through.
People.
Yeah.
People.
Yes.
I'm
What's up?
looking at my subscriber numbers now, and yeah, I just recently my numbers are now 1,878.
Woo!
Oh, congrats.
Yeah,
Anyway.
and we're 22 away from 1,900, and that's awesome. So,
Anyway, I found an upgrade kit for Kingdom Scorponok. He has some added length to his legs. He has a longer torso, show accurate stinger, and some gap fillers too. I mean, the color matching is a bit off, but who in the world would display their Scorponok facing backwards?
I mean,
So-
if you spend that much money on a Scorponok, just go with this one.
ooh, what is this?
That's
How
the,
big is he?
Tiny.
It's the Transform Element Scorponok.
How big is he
Ooh.
compared to the Kingdom Scorponok?
Okay. The
Oh, let
transform
me get them side
element
by side.
Scorponok. The transform element Scorponok. He looks fantastic. By the way, it's the same size.
Wow,
Yeah, like it's
they're
like-
pretty close. I think I need
Close.
that.
That is pretty close. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
have something like that too.
like this one is really fun to mess around with. The only concern I have for the figure is the way the Scorpion tab tabs in, because the feet are die cast, and you have plastic tabs plugging in to metal. So there's questions of durability. But yeah, the way it transforms, like
Ooh.
it just flattens out like a pancake.
Yeah.
I could probably
Okay.
do it very quickly,
Mhm.
but
Okay, yeah, I think I need that Scorponok.
dude, like when I bought it, it was like $40. And I was like, if you're gonna spend the money on a deluxe plus upgrade kits, like you're better off buying a different one.
Okay, what'd you say that figure was called?
It's the Transform Element Scorpion Warrior. I think it's what it's called.
Oh shoot!
Let's just put in transform element.
Is anyone getting the third party 19 inches of Prime?
No, not.
It's too expensive.
Dang it!
I'll probably
Is that-
hold
Out
my
of stock on TF Source.
Yeah, he's out of stock on TF Source.
Yeah, no, I had bought him on a really good sale when I bought him.
Let me check out my Shopee website. Let me see.
But yeah, y'all are wanting a really good Scorponok because
I'm fine having the original Primus, Cybertron Primus figure that was released in 2005.
I wish they would release that one again.
if I wanted more
Oh,
third
yeah.
party figures, I go to this website called My Hobby Toys. It has really good selection here. So I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, he's on AliExpress. AliExpress, however you pronounce
this
it.
is the website that I use if I wanted some other third party stuff. So got some good selection here. There is the G
Whoa.
Creations lock that is on sale.
Have you ever heard of the Mechanical Alliance knockoff version of the Studio Series Constructicons from Revenge of the Fallen?
No.
Yes.
I've heard of that one.
They're
I've heard of that
upscaled.
one. I think
almost-
MGO reviewed them. Yeah, MGO reviewed them. He reviewed all of them.
Holy smokes! But Rampage, he was tall. You needed to stand for him.
Yeah. He's
Oh yeah, isn't that the Age of Extinction Primus figure?
Yep. Someone's talking about like
The last night.
this like a
no, that's not
this-
Extinction. That's the last night mission Cybertron.
Yeah.
Oh, last night. Yeah, that was it. Last night.
That last night.
Yeah, I have the
that.
original Cybertron version of Primus.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if this.
I would love to.
MGO is an
Okay,
OG.
so
MGO
guys-
recently made a new video of him going to Comic Con recently in Philadelphia, and unfortunately, Lori suffered a heart attack.
Yeah, I actually watched that video not too long ago.
And I was, I feel very bad, but I'm glad that Lori is doing better now. So,
Who's
please-
Lori?
Guys, so
His
guys,
wife-
I'm sorry to say this, but I've been living under a rock for the last few years, so I don't know what the Urban Dictionary definition of being goated means.
oh,
Would you
Big
guys be
Buddha
willing to
is like
explain?
being one of the best.
Greatest
Goat
of all
is
time.
greatest of all time, but just like goated.
Oh,
I agreed. Greatest
Oh,
goat just
Mac-
sounds
yeah,
damn.
it's gotten to that
stupid.
point.
Goat referring to someone as the goat or whatever. I know it means greatest of all time, but it just sounds stupid still. So every time I hear someone say that, I just go, meh.
well, that's because the only time I've heard it used is the word scapegoat. That's the only time.
Ooh.
That's why I thought it was a bad thing, because of the
Anyone
of
think
the
they
word
could do the goat
scapegoat.
scream?
Ooh, they have this.
Oh,
yeah, I
Optimus
have that.
Prime's trailer, Space Ridge trailer,
Oh,
nice.
yeah, Bingo Toy Shockwave.
Wow, that's a lot of cool.
I personally
knockoffs.
hope that we get a new. I hope we get a new G1 Shockwave figure. 'cause
Look at that Lyo Convoy.
The siege
Look at that.
figure is too short for my
Where's that
taste.
legendary Wei Jing knockoff of the Evasion Mode Prime? The one that MGO did all those years ago?
Real quick, this round of
There we
blast
go.
on my Primus won't go in.
Yeah. Oh, my figure, Cybertron Primus figure has the same problem. Those springs are super loose on those arm cannons. You know what I use? I use clear rubber bands to hold them down in place.
That's exactly
I
what
think
I've
that would
done
be-
before.
So, to those who want an
Uh-huh.
accurate Beast Wars Scorponok for the Scorpion Mode 2, this one's also really good.
They
Oh,
have
nice.
the-
Yeah.
Oh, they have the Prime Cliff Jumper and Prime Bulkhead. I need those.
Maybe that Legacy 4-pack with the Prime Cliff Jumper won't be hard to find. We'll see.
We'll see. But,
I'm sorry
I
for
mean,
laughing, but
I might be horribly wrong, and it might just be incredibly hard to find.
I have no interest in getting that set at this time, because I have the original Prime Cliff Jumper figure and what's his name in that
I'll
set?
probably,
Squeeze Play.
if I really wanted a Prime Cliff Jumper, I'll probably go for this one.
Yeah,
That
whichever
is
Prime
totally
Cliff Jumper
cool.
that is, that's cool.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
would
if
go
you
with
if you want a version of Prime Cliff Jumper that will last a long time, I recommend the Generations GDO Cliff Jumper figure. I mean,
Yeah, that was
granted,
the
it
one
has
that I saw Lazy
G1
Eyebrow
Cliff
had done
Jumper.
some years
but-
ago.
Isn't it the same mold?
Yeah, I mean-
as this?
It's like same
Yeah.
mold, but like
I
slightly
mean, the
different
generation.
colors.
Yeah, I mean the GDO Cliff Jumper figure. It has the G1 Cliff Jumper head sculpt, but it's still one of my all-time favorite Cliff Jumper figures.
Ah, look at Squeaks. So cute.
Hi, Chihuahua. I think that's one of the things that he says.
Ah, I have the Viacon from APC Toys. I'm so glad I got him.
Yep, he's making a return to Transformers 1.
No, they still have this.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I think I remember seeing that at a toy store at once, but it
Don't
was
tell me you don't have Fall of Cybertron Sound Blaster in your collection, JJ.
I don't have it. I don't know.
If you don't have that figure, then you're missing out on 2 figures because he comes packaged with Buzzsaw.
Okay, this is cheap for a trumpeter kit. That's actually pretty cheap. 98 ringgit only.
That price is cheap. Ugh, makes me shudder.
I wonder when we're gonna get like
convert
an
that
official
to
reveal
US
for
dollars.
Blasters.
What else do they have? Oh, they have Combiner Wars Groove. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They have the Transform Element, Optimus Prime. They have this Trojan Horse Hurricane or Waspinator.
Mm.
It's pretty cool. Oh, they have another knockoff Cliff Jumper. It's a
Yeah.
Do they have the knockoff Wei Jing oversized version of that evasion mode
Wait.
Optimus?
JJ, stop. Stop. Next to the right of Soundwave. Is that
Here?
Optimus Prime's trailer?
yes.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Oh, that's
Only 175. That's actually pretty good. And whoa,
wait, whoa! I don't have that.
that is okay. That's cool. We got the cute Transformers
I hate to
lockdown.
say, but you know what Optimus Prime figure I'd love to be given a trailer?
Oh, look at
the,
this. They have the big, huge gun Titan figure knockoff.
man.
That's that's pretty neat.
Mhm.
Oh, they have the Dreamstar Toys Aerobots also. Okay.
Hmm.
But there's the knockoff Nemesis Prime, the Evasion Mode Prime.
Yeah, doing the conversions for US dollar to that's actually fairly cheap.
Mm. Yeah. What else do they have? They have this. What is this? That is a repaint of Optimal Optimus. Okay.
But yeah, that's Primal Prime.
Wait, what was the repaint of Optimal
Wait,
Optimus?
that Black Mamba Prime is like what?
This figure right here
What about
Oh,
oversized
okay, yeah, that's
Karn?
not a
Yeah.
repaint. That's like a whole different mold.
is a whole different mold.
Yeah, that's Primal. Yeah, I found out the black version of Optimal Optimus is named Primal Prime. That's what the
Oh,
San Diego
okay.
Comic-Con Power of the Primes figure was.
No,
Nice.
Primal Prime is actually a completely different character. He's like
It is?
Optimus
Oh, man,
Prime,
I've been
the
missing
Optimus Prime color. Now the black one, that was like the black
Is that
Optimal
the
Optimus.
Saturn paint
Yeah, it
of
was
the
still called
Bumblebee
Optimus
Optimus?
Primal. Yeah, it was still Optimus Primal.
Yeah, it's Optimus Primal, but he was the Throne of the Primes.
Yeah, the Throne of the Primes.
Primes.
Throne of the Primes. Yeah, Throne of the Primes. You got it right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Primal Prime was G1 Optimus Prime colors, and from what I remember, the VOC had basically made a clone of Optimus Prime of Optimus Primal using like the control suit that Megatron used to control Primal, and I guess like borrowed the Matrix from Optimus Prime to create
Mhm.
Primal Prime. Ooh,
Mm.
Sea Spray.
knockoff of Beast Force. Do they have a knockoff of wait, those are their actual prices? Great Scott. Yeah, I was just curious to see if they had a knockoff of Lyo Convoy. Because I'm on the market for one.
Mm.
Hey, wait, what was that figure? Can you please scroll back up, JJ?
Up.
Keep going. Stop. That row. The row with Cheetor and Cyclonus. Yeah, no, down and to the right. That one. Is that supposed to be Detritus or Hound?
That looks like
Yeah,
detritus.
That looks like a Desert Hound.
Basically
okay.
detritus.
I'm just gonna say, I'm surprised nobody's done a knockoff of Detritus in Hound's colors, so people can get a hold of Earth Mode Hound without having to buy the box set.
I have a feeling, since they're gonna release Hatchet next year in Studio Series, the main Studio Series line. I hope they do the same thing for Hound. So, yes, please.
I'm not hopeful for that hound to get a wide release.
Yeah, I doubt it'll happen.
That's why I went and got the. That's why I went ahead and got the 5-pack.
Okay,
because-
if there's any Earth Mode Hound I'll buy is this one right here.
If that one scales,
is that a knockoff of the masterpiece, or is that a original
It's a
third-party
Mac
design?
Fans Toys. I think he's Legend scaled. But,
yeah, that doesn't look anything like
Mm.
the masterpiece. That looks way different.
looks very different.
Mm.
The masterpiece one is a lot more round with the shapes.
Hound, the Mac Fans
It's
I have to
Because,
confess, for the past few years, I
this is
haven't
good.
focused on third-party or masterpiece figures.
How does he scale with the other mainline figures? I don't know if he scales with the mainline figures. I'm not so sure. Scale, hound scaling.
Yeah, while we're talking about knockoffs, this is my favorite knockoff I have in my collection.
Let me see. Let me see.
The
Hmm.
Legendary Toys knockoff of Masterpiece movie Optimus Prime.
Ooh, is it the one
Is
the
that
version
chrome plastic?
where they fixed all the issues?
Yes,
Ah, okay.
they did indeed fix him,
Is
and I
that
think
chrome paint or those chrome stickers?
Like,
no, there's no chrome on him, but like the paint,
Oh, okay.
like the
It's
blue
very
paint,
reflective.
yeah, like the blue on him is like a darker and more metallic color, and in addition to having like those issues fixed,
Mm-hmm.
there's some added detail, like these parts on his feet, they're blue on here as opposed, which that's actually screen accurate. And there's like some finer details like here and there that they didn't have to add it, but they did.
mm.
I have this on display in place of my regular Masterpiece movie Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
The black Optimus Prime on the throne. The original mold is so much better. Exchange rate
I'm
is
super
1 year.
jealous you got the Throne of Prime's figure because by
do
the
too.
time I had any interest in getting that figure, it was going for stupid aftermarket prices.
It's
Yeah,
really
I missed my chance to get him. In fact, I didn't even have a chance to get him
you know,
because the only way you could get, I think he
Yeah.
was like a Hasbro Toy Shop exclusive.
Diego.
In addition
Yeah,
to
there's that.
Oh, he was a San Diego Comic Con
But
exclusive.
notice
Yeah.
this. Notice this trend. You know, with you see in the Power of the Primes, we got the Rodimus Prime, we got Optimus, and Optimus Prime. Okay, the three main Leader class figures. But then they also
Mhm.
got their black repaints, like Rodimus Unicronus, Nemesis Prime, and the Throne of the Primes, Optimus Primal. They got all the black repaints going down there. So
But yeah, like
Yeah.
he was also on Hasbro Toy Shop back when it existed. But in I
Mhm.
want to say limited quantities, so I missed out. Like by the time I realized he was sold on there, he was completely sold out. But
Mhm.
That's unfortunate.
I found the Takara version, which is
Ooh.
literally the same as the American release on BBTS.
Mhm.
And it was like, I want to say it was like $80, something.
Mm.
So I got him, and I have him displayed sitting on the throne. And I found some Prime Masters at a Five Below. And I was like, you know what, let's grab some of these. Grab one of each of them so I can put them on the throne thingy. The Prime Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, and do you have all 12 of the separate Prime Masters on
Nah.
there?
Nah, just the ones that I was able to get my hands on.
Yeah, but at least
In terms of
at least-
availability,
yeah, at least we're getting proper toys of the 13 primes next year. So
Exactly.
super excited for that. But question is, how are they going to do the 13th Prime?
well,
Yes.
according to lore, the 13th prime was actually meant to be Optimus Prime, but then
Mhm.
and then he became Orion Pax, and then Orion Pax became Optimus Prime again. So
Mhm.
I think that is the story of the 13th prime. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because the 13th Prime is known by his nickname of the Arisen, and he stands opposite the Fallen.
Yeah, I think he's meant to be Optimus. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just hope I wonder if my Cronus is going to be done in core class size.
Speaking of
Maybe-
core class, how are we feeling about that Bumblebee Starscream?
I'm passing.
No
I think
interest.
I'll buy it so that I can actually experience the mold.
Yeah, same here.
I already have my Bumblebee movie Starscream. I don't really need it.
Same here.
You know,
I'm
you
only
know what
getting,
core class figure I'd want to get released, which doesn't even exist yet,
What?
is core class Studio Series 86 Buzzsaw.
Okay.
That'd be nice, actually.
Yeah, that would be cool to have. You know, I know that 86 Steeljaw is getting made, and then 86 Ramhorn and 86 Ratbat are getting thrown in with a deluxe Perceptor. Do I really have to buy Perceptor to get those cassettes? I mean, seriously, man. I mean,
The only
Yeah,
the only reason I'm going to buy that if I'm only going to buy that set if this is true, if that version of Perceptor has chrome parts,
ooh,
or if the parts are decked out in chrome paint, then I'll get it. But if it's
Mhm.
not and it's just dull gray and it like the individually released Perceptor
I
figure, then I'll
think-
pass on it.
I think the colors will be more accurate to the cartoon. I'm not sure because the regular release was the blue was kind of dull, so it was kind of dull.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens in the future, and you know, but all we need to do now is get
Mhm.
hyped for tomorrow's Hasbro fan stream, and I'm excited because look at what has been leaked so far. Nothing from Studio Series.
well, it's going to be Monday for us, and it said Tuesday. So let me know in the future what the new Transformers figures are going to be, because you're basically in the future.
Yeah,
You're ahead of us.
I wonder if they're going to reveal Commander Class Optimus Prime.
Maybe.
Too early.
I mean, I would love to see them reveal 86 Optimus Prime in tomorrow's fan stream because we already got Magmatron already, and
I'm not financially prepared for Commander Class Prime. Let's be honest.
me neither. Me neither.
None of us are. Like, we can try it,
The
but
reason
oh,
I was
man.
able to get Commander Ultra Magnus was because a few gift cards came in clutch.
Eesh. Eesh.
And hey, that was a great experience. That was like my very first Commander class, and it was worth it.
Hey, well, I'm not sure if you tried this Republic Cinema with your Stinger. You know these posts, they fit perfectly.
Yes,
with,
I pointed that out on the review.
Alfonso has a beard.
There we go. I was wondering where he was. Cue the music. JJ. Alfonso.
Alfonso, the best.
Whoa, so true. I'm sorry, adults. The thing that JJ does.
Awesome boy. He's an awesome dude. Hey, hey, hey. He's always here.
Is that a fanfare welcome?
Oh, Alfonso, seeing you here makes me want to cry right now.
Alfonso Nation.
Yeah, I love how Jake Prime made that theme for Alfonso. Alfonso Nation. I love it.
I feel like the other three guys over here have no idea what we're talking about.
I mean, I've watched some of Alfonso Nation's videos before, like way back when. So I know who he is.
The older toy hunts.
Great to see you, Alfonso. I love you, man. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you.
Ow.
But yeah, it's you know, Alfonso is such a great guy. You know, whenever I'm like whenever I'm feeling like kind of down, he's always the guy. He's always the guy who makes.
He's very
me-
talkative.
He's such a kind dude. You know, he's such a wonderful dude to be with, and his videos always, they always light my spirit up. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, But yeah, Alfonso is such a great dude. You know,
Yeah.
he is just amazing. I mean,
His older stuff, like from 2017 and 2020, those toy hunts were just built different.
they're just filled with nostalgia. You know, those toy hunts.
I think the reason why those toy hunts were a little bit more popular and pretty much nostalgic is that there was like more Baver stuff. So
That's
more real.
right. Yes, that is.
2019 was like the golden age of studio series
That-
because there was
that
like a
is
lot
very-
of studio series Baver stuff.
That is so true. I mean, that is very true.
Like with the studio series, there was multiple leaders, the introduction of Devastator from Revenge of the Fallen, studio series Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. What else? Jetfire. Jetfire is another one.
That's right. I remember watching Alfonso's hunt on Jetfire and Dark of the Moon Megatron. The fact that
And you can't forget Dark of the Moon Jetwing Optimus.
That is just amazing, man.
Jetwing Optimus was like a must-have.
Did Sentinel Prime come out at that time, or did he come out later?
Oh, Sentinel Prime came out in 2020.
Yeah, that.
Hey, Faded. What up, Faded? Good to see you, Faded.
What's going on, Faded?
What's going on, Faded? Hope you're doing good, man. But yes.
JD, you meant to say just kidding?
Yeah, he just said just playing.
Playing.
So, peoples, if you are a fan of X-Men '97, please be prepared for this week's season 1 finale.
I have no idea what that is.
X-Men it's the continuation of the 1990s X-Men cartoon.
Yep.
Wait, they did a sequel to that 30 plus years later?
Yeah, they brought it back. They literally brought it back. So,
I mean, I've heard about it, but yeah, sequel. That's interesting. Miss seeing so many Bayverse studio series in store. The older hunts were lit. I hope next year, similar to next year is going to be crazy with the Age of Extinction Optimus.
oh yeah, that's right.
There's only one. There's only one. I have to confess, there's only one. I only have one
He's not
single
ready for
individual
the
studio
finale
series
at all.
Bayverse.
Faded is not ready for the finale. You know, when I was watching X-Men '97, I didn't even watch the original show. I didn't watch the original X-Men series, but I did give the X-Men '97 series a try. And all of these episodes I've just watched, and they are so good.
Yeah, I feel like if you watch the show without having watched the original run of the show, I feel like you might be a little confused about some things. So, like, I feel like at the very least you could like try and like find like someone who could summarize the events of the series. And as someone who, I mean, I didn't get to watch very much of the show when it originally aired, but yeah, like I binged it on Disney Plus back in 2020, and
Every time.
I'm gonna be honest. I just don't think the original run of the X-Men cartoon, X-Men the animated series, is as good as people hyped it up to be. I mean, was it completely bad? No, but it just didn't really fully match the hype.
Yeah, you know,
Like,
even
the voice acting was like is kind of dated. Like, especially the voice actress for Jubilee back in the day, her acting was awful. And I hated how Jubilee was basically she's always needing rescuing. She's always the damsel in distress, and she's literally the weakest member of the team. It's like,
Wow.
what are her powers? Happy 4th of July, suckers!
I thought the damsel in distress
and now-
thing evolved
and now-
after
looking
Star
at
Wars.
Jubilee, yeah. Looking
So,
at
like-
Jubilee, yeah.
So then the acting, the writing was just kind of, it's just not as good as I was expecting it to have been. And then
It was
Apocalypse.
the older stuff, like in the 90s, things were a little different.
No, I'm still talking about the 90s cartoon.
Yeah.
So like then Apocalypse, who's like one of the most powerful, most formidable opponents of the X-Men, he was just obnoxious, like in the sense that he has like such half-baked plans, like I'm Apocalypse, oh, the end of humanity. Oh, you guys defeat me. I'll be right back later. It's like that's pretty much all he ever did. It's
That
like one
sounds
of his
very
last
cliche.
couple of appearances in the show, he actually had a very ambitious plan that I was like, oh, this is your only best one yet. So then I watch X-Men, then X-Men 97, and it feels like it has the same feel, at least to me, as the original cartoon, but it's better and has much better voice acting.
And they gave you and you know, X-Men 97 gave me so many surprises, like with characters appearing here and there. I'm not sure if Republic Cinema has watched X-Men 97, but you should watch it.
I've not. I haven't. No, I just don't know squat about X-Men. Other than them dying in a live-action movie, every single one of them.
Yeah. And then because I saw a very interesting cameo in X-Men 97, and I believe Beast knows about it, and Spider-Man.
Can't go wrong with Spider-Man.
Oh yes. Yeah, BC doesn't care about watching the show, but he was perfectly okay with spoilers. So I told him about that when it happened, and he about shit bricks when I told him that, because that they're teasing the possibility of Spider-Man, the animated series, coming back, and I hope for that to happen, because it was just a really.
It needs to happen because I need to know. I need to know because I've watched the entirety of the Spider-Man the animated series.
Me too.
I didn't know that it was in the same universe as the X-Men series.
Yep.
I didn't even know that until I saw a video on it, and I'm like, what? And so, but what I want to know is what happened to Mary Jane Watson. What happened to her?
Yeah, like the show just got canceled. So that's why they ended it right then and there like that. So, like, hopefully this means that they might revive it and continue it. So, fingers crossed.
If they can do the same thing with X-Men, they can do the same thing with the Spider-Man one. So
X-Men, they could do it with the Iron Man series, the Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer if they so chose to.
like last episode was very much so Fatal Attractions, which is not gonna lie, awesome comic they decided to use for inspiration. Yeah, that last bit in episode 9, it was crazy. It was insane.
Yes.
I was shocked at what happened.
Yes.
Like, what?
I said my reaction was a bit less G-rated, if you get my meaning. Like, holy. I literally
we get it.
sat there as I
People
watched
say they
it.
don't get it.
We could use like Transformers words like holy scrap.
Yeah, like I was looking at the TV and as it was happening, I was like, holy.
You can just say something like holy fish.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
I
Macaroon.
like to use the curse words. I use the curse words from SpongeBob, like barnacles, tartar sauce, fish
Yeah,
paste.
those words are fine. Those words are good.
Just make them book titles.
Holy slag.
Mhm.
Sorry for those of you who are in the UK. We use slag in the term when it comes to like the leftover floaty stuff that like after you melt down metal.
You know what's funny?
molten
You know what's
junk
funny?
left behind.
Transformers Cybertron, even though it was filmed in it was in American, they used the word slag.
Yeah, like the word slag is like
Starscream used the word slag a lot in Transformers Cybertron. Even you know what's funny?
I think even after, I think
If you remember Transformers Cybertron, the battle between Primus and Starscream, oh my gosh, it was an awesome battle. And then when as Primus was about to pound Starscream to the ground with the moons, Starscream was like,
Really? Frankie went up against the coordination?
Nick!
yeah, like, one thing I was about to bring up was that
Hello, Nick.
JJ, I don't know if you knew this, but a lot of the voice cast from the original X-Men the animated series reprised their roles in X-Men 97.
Oh.
And unpopular opinion, Cal Dodd is the best Wolverine in the realm of voiceover industry. Come at me, bro. I said it.
Because I kind of like Steve Bloom better as Wolverine.
I don't know. Like he's not bad, but like I don't know. I just kind of prefer. I just kind of prefer Cal Dodd. Scott McNeil,
Yeah.
second place. Can't go wrong with Scott McNeil with voices for characters like that.
I don't know. I personally dig Steve Bloom as Wolverine, but my Wolverine will always be Hugh Jackman. And I'm so excited for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Actually, it wasn't a nuke. It was an atomic bomb.
Fun fact.
My problem is when
Fun fact.
Yeah.
My Instagram profile picture is me cosplaying as Wolverine. Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
Exactly. Yeah.
Could you imagine being a student in Hugh Jackman's teaching class or something, and then you end up meeting him years later, and he's a celebrity?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that
There's
would be
one
so
video
cool.
about that actually. There was a guy that was about to ask him
That
questions,
would be
and
so cool.
Jackman
Yeah, that would be
he
very
recognized him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I definitely would love to meet Hugh Jackman in person.
Oh, same
I
here.
know for a fact episode 10 will break me. Hey, it will break me too, because that last part in episode 9 was crazy. I was like,
Can we get
I was
like
like,
a
"Whoa, Wolverine, why?"
Can we
But I
get
know
a
he's not in it.
Transformers TV show finally? Like a well-written one?
We
There was
haven't had a
rumor,
well written.
I believe, I believe there was a rumor posted on there was going to be a Paramount Transformers series,
Yeah, we still don't know
live
what it
action
is.
series, like a live action Transformers Paramount series. If that is going to happen,
Just give it to Amazon. They have better effects.
yeah,
Oh my goodness, Amazon is wild.
Like they picked up The Expanse for the 4th and 5th season, and it looks so much better.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, Warner Brothers or HBO Max, one of those people associated with Warner Brothers had decided to cancel some like a Batman cartoon called Batman Cape Crusader, I think. And guess who picked it up? Amazon.
Hmm.
Because we like
and how great is it?
I don't know. It hasn't come out yet.
it has to be good. Like
Ah.
whenever The Expanse came out, it was a sci-fi show, and then they did the 3 seasons of it, and they were done. Amazon picked it up, and it is really good.
It looks good. The Batman
No.
Cape Crusader, the new cartoon that's coming out, it looks good.
Now there was a show. There was a show that they had that from I don't know if I've heard. I don't know how accurate this is, but I've heard from a lot of people and sources that, like I think like, the Rings of Power. I've heard that one was bad. Just
Oh,
in
I
addition-
heard that was $1 billion nightmare.
Yeah, in addition
Yeah.
to the pandering, there is just not written very well from what I heard.
So anyhow, that's getting another movie. Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, we're getting like a Gollum movie, but like we got a Gollum game and it was bad. Like
Did you know that there was
It was a Gollum game? Gollum
Yeah.
or Gotham?
Gollum, like Gollum
Gollum.
from Lord of the Rings. He got his own game.
Oh.
It was bad.
Oh dear. Good thing I never played that game.
And like
Well,
Lord
there
of
was
the
like a
Rings
YouTube
and-
fan film of like Hunt for Golem, and that got taken down due to
Mm.
copyright because it was like it just so happened to be the same title for the new movie.
Ah,
But like we already got Gollum's backstory for why he went crazy.
Oh yeah, that was nasty.
And then Gollum's story got tied up pretty well at the end of the last Lord of the Rings movie. Like there's no more to tell. He is dead.
yeah.
He's become one with the lava.
Like Gollum's character is done unless he somehow survived the fall into the volcano.
Gollum,
Now,
aka
now he's
Smeagol.
probably Iron Golem.
The fact that
Iron Golem.
I am Gollum.
He has a collection of rings all around his body.
Yeah.
He got more than
Smeagol, the 10 rings now.
The fact that
Well, yeah, like
Smeagol
we-
just basically became skinnier and skinnier as he grew, and he became the Gollum.
Yeah, like, we don't need another Gollum story. Like we got enough of it with the way it played out in Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
I say it was.
It's
really
like someone
Yeah.
retelling Beast Wars from Waspinator's perspective.
Yeah, like we don't. It sounds like a great idea and really funny, but like we don't need that.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I would watch.
I think a lot. If it was a retelling of Beast Wars from Waspinator's perspective, a lot of him would just be getting his can kicked in by Megatron, like every day.
I've watched Lumikin Studios' stop motion on like Starscream versus Waspinator, and whoever did the voice impression on Waspinator did a really good job.
I think it was Jobby who did that.
Yeah, Jobby does a good job, and I think at one point Lumikin got Epic Voice Guy to do.
Did he do the Optimus Prime
Primal.
one?
Yeah. I gotta say, Epic Voice Guy, he's got a cool voice.
He's got decent range. It's just, it's okay. Is he one of those voice actors that has like the one shtick? It's very much. It's like
Waspinator's headache in his whole body.
like didn't Scott McNeil do a lot of characters in Beast Wars?
Yes,
He did.
Waspinator,
Dinobot.
Rat Trap, Dinobot, Silverbolt.
Dinobot, Rat Trap.
Should we make the attempt on doing voice impressions from Transformers? Like any continuity?
I wouldn't.
I will not. No. That's a no from me, Chief.
I can do G1 like a decent G1 Starscream, but it hurts. It's like taking a
It
power
hurts.
saw. It's like putting a power saw to my throat.
Yeah, it
Ooh.
hurts a bit.
I have done one piece of voice work
Mhm.
years ago, and I didn't think I did a good job.
Now there's one Starscream voice I can't do
one of
that's
my
not,
reviews years ago.
like there's one Starscream voice I can do that is less painful, and that's Unicron Trilogy Starscream. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's anyone that could do like a TFP Starscream voice.
Maybe somebody could.
I mean, I don't.
I just thought that the
No, I can't do it right.
the TFP Starscream was just Steve Bloom.
Yeah,
just-
I've heard about him.
Like Steve Bloom is also one of those voice actors where it's like he's not a bad voice actor or bad actor. He just has the one shtick. But
Like
Steve
he's all
Bloom
over the place,
also
or-
isn't in everything though. So like,
I mean, there's some voices. There's some voices he can do that don't sound like other voices he's done.
a lot
Like-
of them are pretty close. Like, it's not the sin that is Chris Pratt trying to voice act, but like I watched the Mario movie and I didn't.
Chris Pratt just sounds like himself.
Yeah, it's just literally
Wouldn't-
just Chris Pratt.
Like when he was trying to do Mario in like the first teaser trailer, it sounded like a mix between an Italian
Well-
and
And Earth.
Bottom line is that there are. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, Ace.
Oh, you're good. I was reading the comment
Yeah,
that popped
the
up.
bottom line is that the bottom line. I saw this video years ago, and I don't know how true it still holds up. But there's 3 different types of voice actors that exist. There are voice actors who can do a plethora of diverse voices, such as Mel Blanc, may he rest in peace, doing all the voices of all the Looney Tunes characters. Then there's some who can do a few voices, but not, like a whole bunch. And then the third type of voice actor are those who use one voice for every character they voice. And one example,
Bryce
I can't
Papenbrook?
think of any example. What?
Bryce Papenbrook.
Well, I was thinking Patrick Warburton as an example.
Yeah,
I like.
like all the voices they do is like all the same.
Yeah, like any
Yeah.
bit of like
Ooh,
that looks really
what's
good.
this one? Hashtag?
Yeah, hashtag. This
Yeah.
is Terran's hashtag from Earthspark, and
Oh,
she has a
that's
new ult mode.
that's
She's
the
gonna have a
warrior
new-
class.
That's a warrior class.
That looks like
Warrior
a
class. And she's finally getting a proper warrior class figure, and I'm very, very happy for her. And
It's-
she's gonna have a brand new mode.
It's crazy that the warrior classes now for Earthspark, like you can tell some of them were kind of left over from Cyberverse, or like would have been used back then, but as they progress, like the warriors just got really good.
Yeah, and like Earthspark has both warrior class figures and
Deluxes.
deluxes. Yeah, thank you.
Like
Why-
that,
We have a Green Twitch, aka Chaos Terran Spitfire, who is labeled as a Decepticon. So
Oh snap! Yeah, I got every single figure from the Build-A-Figure, like the Mandroid Build-A-Figure wave from Earthspark, and so far I don't know, like maybe I just kept getting like what's basically like the bad batches or something, because like a lot of the figures, a lot of the deluxes that I have, many of them except for like one or two have like loose joints. Fortunately, I was able to fix those, but still, kind of annoying.
like that Thundertron. It's unfortunate. With
I have
the
a grand
eye-
total of
Look at the eye patch.
patches.
Unfortunate the eye patch isn't painted.
Oh, dude, eye patch. Wait, does the regular one have an eye patch, or is the
No,
got both
no.
eyes.
The regular one has a scar on his
No.
eye.
Yeah, Thundertron for the
Yeah.
main release is like a regular figure with both hands, both eyes. And this one, I think it changes enough of the figure along with the pack-in deluxe and the little cassette dude. It's worth it from what I can see.
I think I want Thundertron now. I want both versions now.
I kind of wish I had waited to get Thundertron because I don't want to have two.
Yeah, me too.
Like if I had known that the leader Thundertron was just going to be the same figure, but
what
like
I could have done is just pass on the regular Thundertron and get some other figures like the concept art Sunstreaker and Sideswipe.
yeah, like the Thundertron's not bad. I just kind of wish I would have waited for the leader class one, but they didn't reveal.
They
the
didn't
Star
reveal
Raiders
during
until later.
the stream with the lockdown, the Ferrac, the Cannonball, and the Pilch.
You know,
It is
it's great to
throwback.
see that Legacy has like surprise reveals.
Yeah,
But how
Yeah,
come Studio
like,
Series doesn't have that?
I think we knew about the Star Raiders way ahead of time, but we didn't know what they were going to be and what they were going to be based off of. Like we knew about Lockdown, we knew about Filch,
Mm.
but we didn't know what molds they would be using.
Mhm.
Yeah, and what I heard that Lockdown was going to be a repaint and retool of one of the, I can't remember which of the junk.
Axle Grease.
Yeah,
Yes,
Axel Grease.
Axel Grease. I opposed the idea of that figure because, like, gosh, I'm trying to remember what part of Axel Grease that I didn't think would work for Lockdown. But then again, I can't. I think it's like all the pipes just all over his shoulders. But then I was told that those can be removed. I'm like, that okay. I can accept that. If you can remove them, then I can have a cleaner Lockdown figure. I had the Nest Global Alliance Lockdown figure, and I love that. And I love that they used that head sculpt that he had for that Lockdown figure. And I know it's not like any particular iteration of him, but I'm just like, I don't care. This is going to be animated Lockdown. Fight
It's
me.
just a combination of many lockdowns, you know.
It makes sense for Lockdown to be from.
But it's funny. It's funny how the current Legacy Lockdown, while he is packaged as a Star Raider, he's labeled as a Star Raider or Star Seeker. He still has his Decepticon logo.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm not too crazy about for Lockdown is he's supposed to be a mercenary who just goes for the highest bidder, essentially, is what he's intended to
But
be.
in the comics, he is a Decepticon. So
Oh, and real quick, when you were showing the Earthspark Warrior class figures, I picked up the Warrior class Jawbreaker.
there's a
And-
deluxe one coming out. There's a deluxe one coming out, but I don't know when it's going to be revealed.
Yeah, I figured, but in the meantime, I couldn't pass this up at $7.
It looks really good. Like all the warriors for Earthspark have been pretty good. I think for the
I think
new
Terrans are the best part of the Warrior class lineup.
Yeah, I'm debating on getting the warrior class Thrash.
The Warrior
I'm
Thrash
debating.
isn't too bad.
I
Like you're probably better off waiting for the deluxe, but Thrash as a warrior, he's not bad at all.
already
The
got
deluxe.
I
Yeah,
already
I
got
have the
the
deluxe.
I only have two.
Yeah. I already have like
I only have two.
I picked up the Warrior Prime and Yolita. Yolita's the weakest of the batch at the beginning.
oh, but you know what's the weakest warrior class? Skyward.
Oh yeah, isn't that the one that just reuses the Cyberverse Warrior Starscream?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so did the deluxe class Starscream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do
The
like.
3-hour mark has been hit.
Oh shoot!
Ooh, 3-hour mark has
Yeah.
been yes.
Like I said, this one I feel like he actually because of his stature, he actually scales with only some of the other figures pretty well, mostly the other Terrans. And this actually is pretty good. I like it a lot. I enjoy it.
I think the main issue with like scaling for Earthspark is they don't have real size classes. It's just like your warriors, your deluxes, and then your other kid-friendly gimmick toys,
That's
like
true.
little finger
Pew
puppets.
pew 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 pew.
Pew, pew,
I
pew,
thought
pew.
about picking up some of the little like finger
Yeah,
puppet
I only have
ones.
Mhm. I just like how there's a Terran Dinobot. You know,
That is really neat.
I loved Jawbreaker in the show. He's just
when
this big.
I don't know-
He's just
I don't
this big sweetheart.
yeah, I love Jawbreaker so much. You know, he's a big he's definitely I want to hug him right now. Jawbreaker.
I only have two
I don't know why
Earthspark
people-
figures in my Transformers collection.
I don't know why people would overreact over a name that is like an homage to a candy name. I don't know why people overreact to that. I think it's cute. I think it's adorable. You know, having
I think
I think most people are just stupid and overreacting for no reason these days.
yeah.
Don't quote me on that.
We don't
Exactly.
have like that many more Dinobots past the original 5. Like, yeah, we have Slash, Scorn, and
Yeah,
some other ones. Like they don't.
Battles.
I know Flash did appear in Rescue Bots Academy, and that's the only show she's appeared in.
We don't need the Dinobots to all have like edgy sounding names.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
No.
also
How
Paddles.
most of the Dinobots start with an S, except for Grimlock.
And Paddles. You
And
can't forget about Paddles.
Oh yeah, and Paddles and Jawbreaker. And,
Don't you dare forget about Paddles. We need a Paddles.
I would love to see a Gamer
Oh, yeah.
Edition Paddles. Gamer Edition Paddles would be great.
did Paddles appear in the game?
He's in the comic for like.
He's in the comic. You
For like
know.
a
Yeah, he said Gamer Edition. So like, wait, I don't remember him being in the.
There could be concept art Paddles. Like that could be a thing.
Yeah, like I think some people are butthurt about the name Jawbreaker being used because the name originated from a character from the Beast Wars toy line. I believe he was like a badger or a hyena or something. The Transmetal 2 character.
Job.
I mean, if it's an obscure Beast Wars character and he's not important in like either the English version or the Japanese Beast Wars, like it's fine.
Neither of which
Picture
you
of
feel.
it is
There we have Paddles.
Yeah.
People
That's just an example of
Are we-
Transformers names
wait.
having to be used
What?
under copyright.
Exactly. Yeah, I think they're just
Yeah.
using a Jawbreaker just to hold on to the copyright.
That's why like every other toy line, like we get a new figure of a character, like we just saw this character like
Yeah.
2
I
lines
mean, they
ago.
did
Like,
the same.
all they gotta do
Yeah.
for Paddles is if we want a G1 style Paddles, just take Sludge and give him a longer neck.
Yeah.
and better quality.
I don't really have bad QC on my Sludge. He's just too big for my light box for my liking. I have
replace
a,
his legs with flip.
I have a bigger light box, but it's like 30 inches by 30 inches. I don't have the room for that in this new house yet. But yeah, we do need a Paddles.
No Jawbreaker. Is he like a
That'd be great.
sweet
That'd be great
guy
to
or
have
something?
figure. But okay, I think that has to be has to do it for today's live stream on JJ Prime Reviews. So, thank you everybody so much for watching, and it was great to see Alfonso in the chat and Nick as well. See, and Faded, Mitchell Prime. Great to see Big M. Okay, Master Fart, Anthony. That's amazing. Hard that you have reviews, Caden, and Inktastic, and some other people. So Nathaniel as well, Charles, Race Gaming Gore. Oh, I see the Warrior class. Crash. So, but thank you everybody for joining. Republic Cinema, Flaming Bees, TFN Geek, and Acer. Thank you. Appreciate
Thanks for
y'all.
Here.
Good for being on. Thanks for having me.
But thank you guys in the chat for chatting with us, for discussing with us, and be sure to stay tuned for Wednesday morning because that is going to be another live stream talking about the fan stream reveals. It's going to be a lot. So, but all right, so that is pretty much it there. So, as usual, I have been JJ Prime Reviews.
I've been Flaming Bees.
Ben Acer.
Band Republic.
I'm the TFN Geek.
And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out. To
Peace.
all.
All are one.
Till all are one.
Transform and roll out.